night glory. Sanctuary in awe, it's blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, let's fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
Welcome, friends, to the Monday morning show. I'm your host, Matt, and welcome to another exciting edition of Live Trading with Matt. How are you guys doing today? Got my hair all messed up today. I didn't even wake up and decide to comb it that well. There we go. Clean up my part a little bit. It's good enough. What's up, y'all? It's time. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to hit the like button. Oh, a TPT giveaway today. Smash the like button, friends. We're getting started here. Let me run through something real quick. We have a new release, the Rocket Scooter today. Split screen charts. I made a post about it. You can already see on my screen in a second when I switch it over there. Cool new feature. I'll demo it before market opens when we get more people coming into the stream later. Okay, stuff open here. Oh, word, come on. All right, so currently right now we've got a big celebration with Tradeify. 40% off all accounts. And this is to celebrate their Project X launch. So now they have a Project X sort of integration now. So you can choose between Tradeify 8 and Project X. So just to celebrate that, all the accounts are 40% off at Tradeify, which is cool. The $199 sim funded resets on core accounts at My Funded Futures expire on the 17th. So that's still going on. If you are doing the core accounts, you can reset your live account for $200. That's really awesome. Currently right now, you get $40 eval resets on ETF, which is good. If you guys are doing all your stuff there, $40 just to reset. It's always good to have cheap resets when they have them. Nothing else really coming down the pipeline with really anybody else. Your typical 40% take profit and 80% off of Apex. These are the two, I guess, those are pretty decent. Still going on. So excited to see that as always. We love having some good deals. Let me actually make a post on that. What else? I know I'm missing one. I'm trying to get a message all typed up here. Do 40% TPT, abundant ETF, Apex, 40% will take profit. All right. I have that on there. Oh, yeah. Whoopsie. Let me my glasses on. Now I can, now I can see. Good morning, guys. Welcome. In the pre-morning prep here. There we go. That's the way to do it. Oops, I shouldn't hit enter. Oopsie. That's better. All right, there we go. And pin. Okay, we are back. What's up, guys? And good morning. We got a lot to talk about today. Somebody said, can I teach you how to scoot? Of course, I can teach you how to scoot. 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot on your charts. Push, 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 and all you do is go forward. Tracy, Slick Rick, Chase England, Reddington. Good morning, Simon DG. Sticky, good morning. Master, what's up, Simon? Simon Dean, Simon Hero, Ryan Tech, EB, Ryan Krenko. Got 2 payouts last week. Trade D, let's go, my man. Nice. Reddington, good morning. Franco says this week we will all make 10K. I love thought of that. This week my puts also expire worthless, which is great because that means I'm making money on the longs, which I hope to keep going with that. You're in high school and trading for your stupid science teacher. Do they like not care? Are you on your laptop, I guess, right? So they don't care. They don't know. When they walk by, you like switch it really quick to something else. You look like you're paying attention. Somebody says they're combining smart money concepts and our strategy. Very good to do so. Smart money concepts lacks one crucial tool that helps traders, and that's planning. You only can react to what's going on in front of you. You can't plan hours in advance, days in advance, or whatever. You're just basically kind of a slave to the charts, which is great. You need the confirmation tool. SMC stuff is good. But then you're like, I need a confirmation tool when I get the monthly hedge ratio and I long. Ooh, I get my little smart money concept validation. Boom, boom, and boom. Good confluence between the two. Your teacher didn't like when you ripped your P&L out in front of class. Yeah, teachers tend to not like that. When you whip it out in front of class, I hear ya. And the rest of you guys, what's up? You said you had a haircut and 3 wipes. Your wife's right because she hears you yell Matt's name constantly. I think she's wondering if you're in a secret relationship. If Matt is code word. You should be like, well, Matt likes me with longer hair. Which should be like, wait, what? Y'all are so funny. All right. Hey, Matt, it's me, Ryan. Howdy, Ryan. Pickle's downstairs for you guys wondering where Pickle is. He'll be up later. Please, what's up? Good morning, Matt. Please. I know you want the pickle. He'll be up. Next boot camp's gonna start the first week of October. This current boot camp, we go through all the bonus classes whenever we have time this week. We do them sporadically. So the reason we take breaks in boot camp is so I can take a break. I can't physically like talk all day, every day, nonstop. I started losing my voice 2 boot camps ago. In the middle of the boot camp, like I was just going hoarse like this, and the doctor was like, yeah, you're gonna throw your voice out permanently. You can't talk for 8 hours a day without taking a break every day. So I was like, okay. So boot camp, we got to take like a week break and then go So probably this week we'll probably do like one class, one of the bonus classes, and the next week we'll do a couple, and then like the last week we'll do the Trader Funding Program Masterclass, somewhere in there. And everyone else, good morning, good morning, good morning. Looking well today. Thank you. I had a pretty relaxing weekend. I went to the longest quote unquote the longest bar in Texas, according to the bar. It was at if you guys are from Houston, you know Kirby Ice House. It's a huge bar, football bar. Everyone goes there to watch the game. We're watching UTEP this weekend, and we went over to the bar, and it's like thousands of people. It's just packed. And the bar was, I videoed it and put it on my Twitter, but the bar was like, I don't know, hundreds of feet long. It just kept going and going and going and going and going. Pretty cool. They already had one, but they built a new one like North Heights, which is kind of neat. Have you been to the new one, Niles? You been there? Yeah, the one at North Heights. Yeah, it's the first time we went there. It was pretty dope. So we were there, and I was walking, and I was like, wow, it's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty chill. We stayed there for like half of the game, and then we relocated to Cedar Creek to go for the other half of the game because we all got hungry. And then we were like, well, we'll just go to Cedar Creek, and then we don't want to wait in line for the wings at the wing truck. So we went. Cedar Creek had like, you know, always got good food there. So we snuck over. Gringos has the best fajitas. I'm gonna tell you something. I agree. I know it's not the most popular opinion in Houston, but in the burbs around Houston, it is. Where I grew up in Pearland, Gringos was a staple. Such a staple. People, you know, the first Gringos was in my hometown. And so people would get married and have their wedding receptions at Gringos. That's how important it was to like Pearland lifestyle. But I personally like their fajitas more than I like Papacitos and LTM. But people think they're like, those are two of the best. They're all great. But fajitas just, Gringos just, they hit different. I don't know, maybe it's just 'cause it's nostalgic for me, but I agree. Gringos is pretty damn good. You guys ever been to Texas? We're talking Tex-Mex here. Houston has the best Tex-Mex any city in the country. This is Tex-Mex Mecca over here. San Antonio is pretty decent too, but San Antonio also has a lot more Mexican food than Tex-Mex in different places. So you're kind of like going different places. Houston has very little Mexican food, unless you go to like the little pockets of like Mexican kind of like areas where it's mostly just authentic, which is awesome food. But when you go to like most of the burbs, what they call Mexican food is always gonna be Tex-Mex, fajitas and queso and margaritas and stuff. So we got like a bajillion Tex-Mex places down in the city. Just yeah, have fun. How are you doing the Apex tournament? I think we got like 7th or 9th, one of the two. Hold on, let me go check the group chat again. We got the top 10. It was pretty good. But dude, let me tell you guys something about the Apex Legends tournament. Hold on, let me see if I can find the group chat. 100% we were top 10. Oh, we got 9th. So we're 9th. Yeah, we got 9th. So yeah, we got 9th in the Apex tournament, which is really good. The very first game, no, it wasn't sweaty though for trading guys. The Apex tournament, listen to this. 3 of the guys, there were 2 sweaty teams. One team had 2 masters and a pred. But they also, one of them was a trader. The other team were 3 predators. Number 1 was the 6th ranked player in the world. The other one was like 60th, and the other one was in the top 200. Literally just 3 pro level guys stumbled in extremely sweaty and basically just swept the floor with everyone, which was crazy. But the thing was we got 3rd place in the first game, which is great. But the game's outcome determined if you ran into that team or not first, which is incredible. We got basically top 10 every game, which was good. We got 3rd the first game, 6th the second game. We were really good. You know, like my team is like masters and diamond and stuff, so we're decent. The thing was that these guys were like, I don't know what it is. Now, you never know with Predator players. I don't, like, I'm a really good movement player on keyboard and mouse. I'm very good at movement. And I swear, dude, I'm like rash strafing and stuff in the air, and they're hitting every shot from a mile away. I'm like, okay, whether they're playing auto aim or not accusing people of stuff, but it was like you peaked and you just got, you were just down in a second. It was almost impossible. Like like 100% accuracy on their shots. They were that good at shooting. Now, whether it was, you know, auto aim assist and all that stuff on mouse and keyboard, who knows? But these guys were aggressive. Like whenever you'd land at the landing spot, they would just grab the first gun and immediately run to somebody. You would see like within a minute of the game, teams are already going down. They were the only team that really got any kills. So that was the funny part. Everyone else was just sort of like getting maybe like 1 or 2 battles in. But these guys would sweep the game with like 30, 40 kills each, or each the team. And it was, so they were really, really, really good. So your placement depended on how early you ran into that team because they would chase you down. They weren't even playing smart. They were just gunning people down. So I'm sure they play with aim assist. Oh, 100%. I know what it's like when people whiff a shot or two. And I'm very good at movement, especially zipline movement. Like very, very good at it. And I just remember, I don't remember any shots whizzing by my head because I play Bangalore. So Bangalore gets the, you know, gets the passive that when you get shot at, she runs faster. I never got the passive with the shot whiffing over my head. So normally you'll hear like, whew, and she's like, gotta run, you know, and you can run faster. Never did a shot go over my head. So I wouldn't say cheated. I feel like most predators play with like, what do they call it? There's that thing that you can plug in, the Chronos or whatever it's called, the Zen. A lot of people use that just to get auto aim on their mouse keyboard. Like one guy had like an R99 or something, like just hitting all those shots. Like that's the hardest gun to shoot from like, you know, 40 feet away. So, but anyways, they were still good players. They just, you know, good players also make themselves godly on top of it. In the pred level, you get that, a lot of that. But anyways, they were pretty aggressive and just basically mowed everyone down. But we were pretty good. Like our team was actually really good. We just didn't get in a lot of fights because every time we got in a fight, it was like with those guys. All right, everybody. You're ready to roll. Okay, somebody says, why are your prices different than mine? Well, let me teach you about futures. You got to roll over your contract. So today, we're going to choose Z25 contract on the table here. And we're going to go to NASDAQ. We're going to type in Z25 contract here. We're going to go to... Yep, and we're there. Okay, good. So now we're at the Z25 contract. Let me make sure NASDAQ Z25. I'm still playing with the new stuff. 559. 142. Okay. Oh, I need to update my table here. Okay, so here's what you need to do for this. So we're going to do F dot, everybody follow me. Okay, so it's we have a new release on Rock Scooter Friends. Tyler, what's up, buddy? Hey, when you come to Houston, hang out with me, dude. We can go cruising around the town. Everybody go here, top right of the screen. You guys may be familiar with this in TradingView. We now have the feature in our platform. You can now do split screen charting, which allows you to do futures in 2 different places. This is awesome. So what you're going to do is, first of all, to follow what I'm doing, you're going to go in here and you're going to type f.us.epz25. We're going to add the Z contract. I'm rolling over today. ENQZ25. We're going to add them all there to the list. And then, you know, SPY. Oops. So I'm going to delete the old ones, remove them from the watch list, and we're going to just kind of like redo my watch list here. I need to put in like a ticket that I can reorganize the watch list. I don't think I had that's in yet. Okay. IWM, UVXY, and then just redo my watch. I like having the features at the top. All right. NVIDIA, Apple, Amazon. Microsoft, Meta, Tesla. Google. I'll give you guys a little quick tutorial on the new stuff. It's pretty self-explanatory though. And then Russell. I'm trying to really give Russell too much. Okay. All right. So what you do is you click one focus. Like I have split screen charts going on now here, one next to each other, which is perfect. I can now choose what orientation I want within the window. There's a million of them. I'm going to choose the split screen, which has a line in the middle right here. And now I've got split screen, two different charts side by side. I can choose which one I want. Up to the left. And I'm curious how the liquidity map will change whenever split screen. We haven't seen it live, so we'll be testing this out together. The liquidity map diagram, will it show the one I click on? That's what I'm curious. It should, all things being equal. If I click this, it should show the one I'm highlighting. So when you click one of your charts, it focuses on that, and everything kind of changes to that chart. So the example being, if I want to go and load up S&P here, I'll click that and I'll type in EPZ25 and it will load the S&P there. Now, if I want to load, for instance, Google over here, I click that and type Google. Simple as that. And I got my charts side by side. So you click it and you click it from here. It's that simple. So, you know, you're not like assigning one to a chart. That easy. Oh, I want Google there. Boom. Click Google. Click this. I want Google here. Click Google. Click that. So let's start with S&P futures there and NASDAQ futures there. Boom. Now you got two charts side by side. We've been working on this feature for a little bit. Tested every week and now it's perfect. We should be decent. I love it. I love it. So, anyways, we did get top 10 at the Apex tournament, which is great. Yeah, the Team 9 was slapping. Dude, I'm going to tell you something about that too. Like this one guy, and it was crazy because like nobody downed him. And the one guy that was an Ash was just like pushing like 1v3. That kid was pushing with like 20 health in some of the fights I saw. Like 20 health and pushing 1v3. Like not even caring. And so one time he chased me down, like my team had run. I had a Pathfinder and we're playing Pathfinder, Ash, and Bangalore. So we had a pretty decent comm. And we're using Pathfinder for ring. Our strategy was, well, let's find the ring and then position up in the ring. And then a couple of rounds, my other guy played Newcastle so that we can actually play inside of buildings and stuff. So we would move quick to avoid the fight because that team would chase everyone down. Quick and try to position for final ring. It was a pretty good strat. We got, you know, third place with it the very first game. We're like, okay, this strat works. And but this one guy chased me down, and because I jumped off of the zip line, and then the team was behind us. I jumped up the zip line. I don't remember why, but I remember he was chasing me down. So I went behind a wall. He was running around. I turned around, rashed straight midair with a Mastiff. Took the guy down to like 20 health, and my team was like, dang. Because I think one of my guys was down. That's why he saw my death screen. So I almost knocked down one of the guys. And I got like the sickest shot off too. And I was like, okay, I'm like, that's my highlight shot. That's my career shot. Best shot of my career. How do we do monthly maps? Okay, so monthly maps, whenever you switch daily chart, monthly maps will open up automatically. So no more switching between the two. I posted in the announcements in chat. Tyler, when's a good time to come? Anytime's a good time to come, man. Anytime, man. I'll text you. We'll figure something out. Come hang out. What's up? What's up, Pine Tree? Tyler will fly anywhere for steak dinner. Why don't Pine Tree and Tyler, y'all both come out? Dude, we'll go get steaks somewhere. We'll get some big ass tomahawk steaks at our favorite place, Zonti, which like this Italian restaurant. They bring the steaks out on fire. Amazing. Hell yeah. We go lobster hunting in Maine. That sounds fun too. Should the VIX futures chart auto convert the UVXY liquidity map? Technically it should, but I don't think we have VIX futures as far as data feeds go. I think you have to go out of your way to get the VIX futures data feeds. Does anybody have them? I didn't buy them. So, because I think they're also CBOE. And I think we don't, is it $10 if you buy them? Okay. I know we authenticated them in the platform for other people to buy them. I just don't buy them, so I've never checked. Daily is only loading the day's liquidity map, not the monthly map. Probably just because it's not open yet. When the market's open, it should be different. But we'll double check that, right? I couldn't test it because the market was closed, but we'll try right here. If I do SPY and then I change it to like daily map, how do I change the time frame? Oh, I click this, then I change that. Then I go to daily. Okay. Yeah, so it'll probably load the oh, let me double check this. You are right. So let me hold on 1 second. Let me make a note of that and tell my guy. Good notice, good notice. It should be switching automatically, and it was on the test server. It could be a remnant of caching. My thought is because this is the first time it's loaded in production, so it doesn't have any history of this chart segment pulling data into it. It's likely just caching the old data. And when we finally get the push through of the new monthly maps data, we'll see if that happens. So today, there's a trading competition going on in My Funded Futures. There are no rules to it. I thought it was gonna be like 1 trade a day or something to that effect. But there are no rules according to them. The first week you trade however you want. It's all live account trading. It's not prop account trading. So they gave us each an extra live account to trade with. So that's kind of fun. Have I ever traded Marvel Rivals? I haven't, but I heard that Tradeify is going to be doing a Marvel Rivals tournament, or they already did one or whatever. So they're doing like lots of gaming tournaments over there. And I think it's kind of fun because I love to game and I'm always down to like jam in different games. All right, guys, don't forget, do me a favor, hit that like button. When we get up to 500 likes, we have to do this every single day. Remember, the rules going forward for our contest now. If we don't have 500 likes within the first 30 minutes of market open, we do not do giveaways anymore. I'm going to tell you guys the absolute truth. Every month, I go to our prop partners, and every month I say, hey, can we get some more accounts to give away? Every month they go, what do your YouTube numbers look like? And I go, well, we're up 20% over the last month. And they go, oh, that's cool. Yeah, sure. And this month, we are the same as last month. We kind of like grew really fast, and we're only a couple percent bigger than last month. We're not even that much bigger, but we're huge still, right? Our stream is very huge. The problem is we got to keep doing things to keep engagement up. If our engagement numbers fall, they're more likely to give us less. If you guys like the giveaways and their current structure, make sure your first thing you ever do every morning is like a habit, almost like tipping your waiter. Show up, click the like button, and we would be extremely happy that you did that. All right, couple words from our sponsors before we get started. My Funded Futures is running $199 resets on core funded accounts. You can now reset your funded account just for the remainder of this week, I believe. Really cool deal. Tradeify is now 40% off to celebrate their new integration with Project X. If you like Tradeify and Project X, they're now together like peanut butter and jelly. And I'll trade them. Apex is now 90% off today, or 80% off today, which is pretty cool. And ETF is running $40 resets. Extremely awesome, as usual. And Apex is 80% off. So you guys are welcome to check out any of what our partners are doing, obviously. And Funded X also just 10% off as normal. But the big ones, 40% off Tradeify. That's unusual. 40% off TPT. The 199 resets, pretty decent at MyFunded. And then $40 reset ETF. Pretty good. All right. But y'all got to smash that like button. If the engagement score isn't at least a certain amount, then our numbers don't go up. If our numbers don't go up, our partners will give us less for the next month. So let's keep growing, baby. How long do I have to access the bootcamp after purchasing? James, whenever you want. So when you get the bootcamp, after you buy it, okay, so let me start over. After you buy the bootcamp, the clock starts ticking and you're charged every month. If you're given a code for your first month free, you can execute that code whenever you want. So the minute you start a 1 month timer and it doesn't expire. So if you want a free bootcamp, you can join anytime ever for the first time whenever you get a chance. So there's no like, you have to start the next one, you know, whatever's, because bootcamp, we really want you to be there and be present, be able to be there every month. But some people get up to bootcamp, they're like, hey, you know, we're traveling in the middle of this, I don't want to miss it. Then I'm usually like, okay, yeah, you can just postpone it till later. About the new Tradeify rules yet? So Tradeify rules got pretty cool and different. They have this new thing where, especially in the straight to fundeds, each time you get a payment, the consistency rule gets slightly bigger. It goes from 20 to 25 to, I believe, 30% each round instead of 20 each time. So they give you a bigger consistency rule each time. So you're allowed to make bigger trades. They got rid of the 2 days of flipping. So now it's really just 5 days on 20% consistency, which it always is 5 days. You would just flip the final 2. Now they just got rid of it. Now you can get your payout after 5 days instead of just waiting 2 extra days. That's kind of neat. But they also took a step back on the DLL and made it dynamic. Normally, whenever you get to your profit target, I think that's what it is, or your MLL, one of the two, your DLL goes away and becomes a static account at your starting balance. I think it's once you get your first profit target, one of the two. Now, when you make 6%, it becomes 6%. So whenever you make $9,000 on a 150 account, your DLL becomes 9,000. Now, technically, that's still like untethered because you're not going to lose $9,000 in a single day. I mean, on a 150K account, that's ridiculous. You're not going to let yourself do that. So it's almost like there's no DLL, even though there is a DLL. That's called the Matt Cowart rule, as people have wised up to my trading in their firm, which works very well, by the way, which was your first payout, you need to make $9,000 with 20% consistency. What Matt Cowart decided to do was say, fuck the consistency. My first payout was to bust consistency on purpose. My first payout in some of these accounts, I risked $25,000 of profit in each of these accounts. I didn't even care. I was making 5 grand, 10 grand, sometimes a day. And so I got 25,000. Then I finally got payout number 1. And then I just coasted payout number 2. And I had to get to 29,500 for payout number 2. And then I had to get to 32,500 for payout number 3. My P&L curve was like that, straight up and then straight flat. And the idea with that is I'm never going to blow up, ever. So I don't have to keep throwing money into their system. If you guys are battling for like, you know, to make 9,000 and take 3,000 out, then you've got only 6,000 left till you blow up. Then you got to fight another 4,000 with only 6,000 in buffer. You're kind of like close to the edge the entire time in Tradeify. This is the blow up point. The way Matt decided to trade it was to be up here doing that. I'm never near the blow up point, ever. Never going to blow up. I hit it hard out the door and whatever. So now I could take $10, $15, $20,000 of drawdown and martingale it back even the stupidest moment. I could do that and still survive. I can just throw money at it till it survives. So with that amount of buffer, I can take a tremendous drawdown and work my way back. So because of that trading style, which is specifically only used to beat prop firms that have this kind of structure, it's a clever way to beat the system. They now have a rule that you're going to have a daily loss limit of $9,000. It's still pretty fat, but you can't do what I did anymore. You guys remember when I started this challenge, I told you guys exactly what I was going to do. I was going to F the consistency. This is the Apex, the way we traded Apex back in the day, same thing. I didn't do this specifically in Apex, but all the big pros did, was to just YOLO your first payout. Apex, you get denied your first payout. Just basically get there in a few trades and then just inch your way forward to pass all the rest. And then you'll never blow up. It's guaranteed buffer of a huge amount. So now Tradeify gives you 6% buffer at all times. So I can't allow it to dip and lose 90% of the value being dumb. But again, one could. But that rule is there to prevent traders like me from doing what I was doing. Bull Barbie blew up at Magnus and then signed off. It's just Terry Magnus right now. No Bull Barbie. Drama. Ooh boy. Yikes. Well, hopefully things get figured out over there. I can't watch, so I don't know what's going on. I'm not actually watching, so. Yeah, they're trying. Okay, so we were trying to do a fun contest, just for fun, just for like views and make it really fun. It was, we talked about it in this meeting a long time ago. It was going to be like a 1 trade a day contest, where you just get on like a coin flip contest so nobody's feelings get hurt. Let's just be real. I love all my friends and family at My Funded TV, but also, you know, I'm a competitive trader, right? I win trading contests. I'm very competitive. I won the last trading contest I did, first place. So I'm in for the kill, right? Even if it's a fun, friendly competition, I still go in there and try my hardest to win. And, you know, so when we had this conversation, I brought this up in the meeting. I go, you know, I'm saying if we have a really like a hardcore trading contest, it's probably going to hurt people's feelings if people lose. And let's not make it where it's super competitive between all the friends. Let's just make it fun. Make it something to where you can laugh it off if you lost. Like, let's make it a coin flip contest. You get 1 trade a day, big long, whatever, big short, and then you're done. And then we could just laugh. If you lost, you can be like, yeah, but I only got 1 trade a day. I'm going to work its way back. So nobody will get their feelings hurt. And they were like, okay, that's a good idea. That was actually my idea. And a couple others were like, yeah, that's actually a good idea. And I go, because otherwise, you know, we'll be like ruthlessly, you know, fighting each other off and trying to beat each other really bad. And so this whole time, oh, my Dom is on you. Yeah, I need to roll the Dom over. Good call, good call, good call. It's not really going to matter what the Dom is on, to be honest, but I can do it really quick. NQZ. 5 p.m. I don't have time to do it on my Doms, though. Anywho, it turns out, like I said, I don't know what's going on My Funded TV today. I don't have time to roll them all over. Hold on, time. Can I just right click roll? No, I can't. Okay. QZ 25. So it's supposed to be like a fun, friendly competition. But I got the rules earlier, and it just seems like it's like no limits. Do whatever you want. So apparently the rules are, you know, put us in the arena, let us fight it out. It's not a 1 trade a day thing. So you said Bull Barbie said something about it needs to be 1 trade a day, because that's what we all agreed on, right? Before everybody was like, maybe that angered her. That's not the rules we all agreed to. That's for sure. So what happened? What did I miss? You're basically changing the rules at the last minute, huh? Because I can't see the stream, so I don't know what's going on over there. But I do know when I got the text a little bit ago, it was like, wait, these aren't the rules we were supposed to do. Okay, Z. Okay, we're good. We're on Z, we're on Z, we're on Z, we're on Z. I made 1 trade last night. I made 2,000 bucks. I longed last night off of one of my accounts. One long, one account. That's it. Let me double check. I got all my overnights here. Guys, do me a favor. Smash the like button. Remember, going forward, if we don't get 500 likes by 10 a.m. Eastern, there's no giveaway all day, morning and afternoon session. So every single day, we love you guys to help us out with the engagement. That way, every month we can ask our partners for more accounts. For September, we asked them for more, and we didn't get more from the people we asked. We're the same as last month. So it leads me to believe that we need to grow even more to get more. So help us out there. We love you guys, and we'll be able to get more. All right. Shoot. I'm getting some text here about all this. Rocket Scooter, yeah. So helping us out, like I said, when I go to my prop firm peeps, they go, "What's your engagement? What's your numbers?" Blah blah blah. Yeah. So they go, "What's your numbers?" And we're like, "Well, these are our YouTube numbers. These are our growth numbers." Like, okay, yeah, we'll give you 20 more accounts. We'll give you 10 more accounts. Blah blah blah. So hit that like button. Let's get to 500 every day, and that's the new rule going forward. Rules are changed last minute. Barbie was led to believe, I'm reading what somebody said in chat. Barbie was led to believe it was one trade a day. That was what we all agreed on in the contest. Let me be honest with you. Nothing personal. Everybody in My Fund of Future is great. Love them. Great traders, great friends. Everybody's there. But you also know, when it comes to competitions, I'm pretty ruthless. I'm in it for the kill. And I plan on destroying anybody I'm competing with. And all good fun. It's all good fun to me. I'm highly competitive. Not in a way that I would hurt anybody's feelings purposefully, but I would basically try to win as hard as possible. I don't go easy in trading contests, and that's fair because it's trading, right? So I mentioned in the earlier meeting when we had it, I was like, look, let's make it like one trade a day, just so it's a fun, friendly competition. And behind the scenes, when we had the group meeting with everybody, I actually said, basically, if you're reading between the texts, is I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I didn't say I don't want to. I said I don't want anybody's feelings to get hurt in the conference, but you guys know what I really mean. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to steamroll over anybody, and just completely obliterate them and make them look bad and make me look good. I said, that's not really good for the show, right? The show is not going to look good if the show viewers are picking favorites and everybody's like, you guys in social media are like, Matt's going to win 10,000% because you guys know I'm ruthless, right? When it comes to competition, and I like make it hurt and I push as hard as I can. And I could even lose. Doesn't mean I'm going to win. Chances are I could blow up too. But the idea is that we all agreed that it would be better for us to make it a friendly contest. That way, if I one trade a day and I lost, I can just be like, it's just a one trade a day contest, just a goofy coin flip thing. And nobody's feelings really hurt. So apparently on the show this morning, they were saying that like, it wasn't fair. We're doing it real. So apparently the host of the contest didn't get the memo of what everyone agreed to. And there's a little bit of upsetness on the show today. So, they did change the rules last minute. Remember, I told you guys all last week it was going to be one trade a day contest. I did tell you all that. And so this morning, we finally get the rules sent to us this morning. So, you know what I'm saying? That's a little... if you were expecting one thing and were delivered another thing last minute, you weren't given time to prepare. But that's a little unfair for participants. But I did say, I will stand by the fact that we all agreed to do this to make it a friendly competition. That way people don't get hurt feelings or whatever. Imagine you just get eliminated round one and then, how people would feel. It's, but again, a competition is for a couple of reasons. It was supposed to be a fun, friendly event. For some people, it didn't seem like it'd be fun and friendly with these rules. So I don't disagree. It's not like I don't disagree, but it's not like I agree, disagree, more like the rules are changed last minute, so that I can see how some people have a problem with that. All right, we are open, guys. I'm loving the new split screen, looking sexy. Okay, I'm kind of waiting to see how everything plays out and loads up when it all loads up. So open trade, resiliences are fire, 30%, 3% Nasdaq, still pretty decent. We are pressing through all-time highs. We're now on the Z contract on my screen. So keep that in mind. Relatively speaking to the U contract, we're slightly up, I would say, about maybe 100 points, give or take, something like that on NASDAQ, and about 20 points on the S&P over yesterday's close. Already pretty sizable gap up. Yeah, there's about 20 points there and about, all right. Ooh, liquidity map side by side. Oh, that's hot. I love the new release, you guys. Oh, that's sexy. I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay. So if you guys want to know how to navigate the new platform, you go to the beginning of the stream where I walked you guys through it. Pretty simple. You change it by clicking this thing right here. It'll load up different arrangements. And then you can choose which window by clicking on it. See how it's blue when I click it? And then if I choose this window and click over here, this loads up there. If I choose this window and click my watch list, it loads up over there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now let me see if monthly maps load up. Let's click SPY. Let's go to daily and see if monthly maps load up as they're supposed to. And they aren't. Okay. That is a bug. We gotta work on that. All right, just to confirm. Yeah, monthly maps, we're loading on test server, not loading on real server. Yep, confirmed. So there's a bug. We don't have monthly maps today, but it doesn't matter because we're bullish. We're bullish monthly maps. But yeah, that is really, really nice. Okay, S&P, NASDAQ, right? Oh, I am loving this, dude. This is sexy. This is really nice. Nice feature. Now you guys can load up 2 simultaneous futures charts side by side. I'm really happy with this new feature. Also, some of these are, there's a bug here on this one. WRES on liquidity map, DD band, that's also a bug, okay. Longing at the open is the preferred trade, no bear setup today, everything's bullish. What other bugs do I notice? There's a WRES confluence on there. That's not. Yeah, that's. There's an extra. Is it on lower DD as well? No, just upper DD. And one at the bottom too. Yep. Okay. Few extra labels there. Remove that. Support res, WRES, good. Okay, so today, I don't think the conversion was done correctly. Either on the SPY chart off to the left. Let me double check this. NASDAQ worked okay, but the left chart on S&P didn't convert correctly. Just a couple of bugs. So things we couldn't test out over the weekend, so we'll have this worked out today. Okay, we'll just remember. I wonder if that's locking in. Okay, so I'm gonna long in a little bit. Let me see if the SPY open 6609. Yeah, that didn't update. Let me load up ZU and see what it did. Yeah, 6609. It's actually showing the U25 open version. I switch to Z25 on my charts. The conversions need to update based on So that's what's happening. Okie dokie. And Nasdaq seems to be doing okay. The left side chart, S&P isn't. Okay. Good deal, good deal. Liquidity map on the left side, just on the right side. Okay. Also, good call, good call, good call. Okay, so this is a nice, decent long setup out the door. If I can grab an open trade, I will. I'll double check. All the resiliences are good, so let me get that really quick. I give him this diagram here. Okay. So far, pretty good, right? Isn't the contract rollover tomorrow? No, so you can roll over your contracts any day that you want. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you can roll over whenever you want. I usually roll over the weekends to make it easy for me. There's no, like, I'll tell you, this is the most, this is kind of like the most modern answer to that question. So we have S&P. I could probably long out the door here. Positive res 40 on the gap and go. I do have bull long up 65.50. That's about 15 points to drop. So what I can do, just for fun, one contract, one account to the long side here. And then let me do... or two contracts, one account, not one contract, one account. And then I'll basically do all of my trades on here at the bottom liquidity pocket. So this great setup, A+. We also have 40 on resilience, which is great on both sides. Extremely bullish for the open, the sort of gap and go trade. App gap is support. So I'm going to take just one trade to the long side in case it goes. I already made 2,000 last night overnight. So I'm already up 2,000 for the day. On the long side. So right now I'm waiting to see if I get anything else pushing higher. Guys, do me a favor. We got 20 minutes to get to 500 likes. You guys keep clicking that like button. Going forward, if there's not 500 likes before 10 o'clock Eastern, we don't do giveaway for the day. New rule. Another rule is that's going to move to market open. So going forward, we're going to get those numbers out for market open. Love you guys. Do me a favor. It's tipping your waiter. We love y'all. It's a free tip. So if you click the box left to default, you can set up your split screen. Yeah. So we're playing with it today to see what it looks like. It's beautiful. I love it. All right. Looking pretty clean. All right. I'm gonna grab this in a second account to the long side, just the B setup, and I'll write it to 6702. Upside, I'm choosing S&P. Any dip has A+ setup down here below at liquidity pocket, which is perfect. This is lovely. Oh man, I love the split screen. It's so cool. Split screen is nice, right? This takes some getting used to. It's also auto scaling. Let me turn off auto scaling. That way I don't want to auto scale. So the way you do that is you go to your settings, you click the gear up here, settings. In the settings, like expand the window down here, you'll see at the bottom, display auto scaling. If I turn it off, it'll stop focusing on the DD. So like basically I can zoom in on it. So if I go here, every refresh, it should update. That way I can zoom in and leave it there. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. All right. I'm long in just 2 of my accounts right now. That's it. Right at the open. S&P, both of them. $66, $66. 75, which is as close to 6666666 as you can get. Long and hit the devil's number. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What's it, the Mr. Rogers music? I'm about to get the puppets out. Welcome to my magical neighborhood. So usually, like, we always have sort of like different styles of music we played on here. But I found out what I kind of like the best is like the chill lo-fi beats just in the background that don't do anything. It's like, because a lot of people like to listen to their own music when they trade. And so if I play some like rad tunes, like some metal and stuff or whatever, then people can't listen to me talk and listen to their own music. So something that's like forgettable in the background, and people just play over it. You're at slightly doctor's office waiting room, Matt. Are you at the doctor? Oh, yeah. Feels like you're here. Yeah, you're at the dentist. I could do spa sounds if you guys want. Actually, we're almost done with our songwriting contest, so we should have some pretty decent rad tunes for the contest. But dang, crazy to hear what happened on My Funded TV today. Now, to reiterate, guys, you had 18 minutes to get the likes to 400. If you can click it for me, we'd love you. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Click it, click it, click it. All right. So today, B setup from here to here. This is roughly 30 points a run. Any dip, which is possible, or gap fill, I'm totally okay here. I'm going to take the long. This is like basically B plus setup. This is B plus setup. And then this is all A plus here. A plus. So I'd rather hit those dips. A plus, all down in here. So I got a few sacrificial plays. 68 to 52, right? That's roughly, 16 or so points on 2 contracts. If I lose that, that's 1,600. It's, every 10 is 1,000 on 2. So that's roughly 2,000 drawdown in just 2 accounts. Then I hit it hard with everything else. So here, I'm going to do most of my accounts in pocket if I grab it, which would be great. This is the ideal trade. And then we'll do the every single time trade. Then I'll put on the headband, then I'll headbang, then I'll make $10,000 and yada, yada. You know the drill. Easy peasy. What happened, crazy? Okay, so again, when a long time ago, we all agreed as a team to do something fun to spice up the viewership, to do something fun. People throw out a bunch of ideas. Somebody threw out an idea. Let's do a trading contest between all the hosts, like a bracket. And people were like, ooh, that's a good idea. Ooh, that's a good idea. But also in the meeting, some people were like, ooh, but what if people's feelings get hurt? What if somebody loses and completely gets obliterated and just makes the show look bad? Because somebody gets on there and gets steamrolled or blows up their account and then they look bad and the show looks bad and they feel bad. Whatever. Let's just be real. Okay, a contest should be a contest with no feelings, right? People should just go in, compete, lose. If you lose, it's okay. But a lot of people are worried about their brands and worried about their own personal, viewership and their brands and stuff. And they expressed in the meeting like, yeah, but what, let's make it more friendly. And I agreed. I was like, yeah, let's just make it friendly. And I agreed for most part, just because it was like, look, let's be real. It's a trading contest. I'm going to fucking steamroll as hard as I can. I'm going to have a no mercy approach. If I beat somebody, I'm going to beat them to 0. I'm going to make them look so bad. That's how I always am in contests. And to kind of protect my friends and other hosts from that, I agreed as well. Let's make it a friendly contest. 1 trade a day, make it a coin flip. That way, if you lose, you can just be like, whatever, it's just a goofy contest. Nobody really cares. And nobody's feelings get hurt. And fine, that's the best thing. If it was me in a perfect world, I'd say, toughen up, everybody. We're going to go head to head and loser loses and winner wins. But I was like, for the sake of the show and the ratings, let's just make it a fun, goofy thing. And everybody agreed. And that's like, hey, lad, that's really true. And I know you guys are like, you know, on social media, it didn't make it any better because when they announced the trading contest, everybody was like, Matt's going to destroy everybody. Y'all are making comments like that. And it's like, I'm sure a bunch of people were like, you know, thank God it's not a real contest. We're just going to goof off. Because nobody really wants to go in there and lose on the first day or whatever. Head to head. That's really hard, right? Head to head. You go head to head with somebody and you get knocked out. Then there's a round. Imagine getting knocked out round one for a week and a half long thing. Then you got to sit there on the show on the sidelines with nothing to do. And that's why I was like, I get it. So for everybody's sake, let's just make it one trade a day and make it a quick contest. It's over in a couple days. You know, and just for fun, for not even real bragging rights. Like we just make fun of each other and it'd be that simple. And everybody says, ooh, that's a good idea. You know, probably because they, you know, I mean, I'm there, right? Everyone knows I enter trading contests. I don't go for the kill. I go to the cremation. I literally go into a contest to stand on a pile of ashes at the end of the day to show how great I am. Not how good I am, but how great I am. That's how I feel in my heart. I'm going to push as hard as I can. So to make it fun and friendly, I said, let's make it fun and friendly. And everyone agreed. However, this morning, apparently, we all finally got the rules released to us, and the rules were different. The rules were trade as you wish, as hard as you can. Let's see you guys duke it out. And that ruffled some feathers because, well, that wasn't originally what everyone agreed to. Most people are under the impression that they were going to enter the contest protected. So apparently there's some drama going on the show. Whatever. You know me, I don't care. I didn't care either way. I only spoke to make it fun and friendly on behalf of other people for reals because I felt bad that they'd be competing against me. Because I'd go in there as ruthless as I can. I would go in there as hard as I can. I would trade so hard to like win. I would want to win at all costs sort of thing. And I was like, okay, because I'm not a fun, friendly trader. I'm in it for the kill sort of thing. And I was like, let's just make it fun and friendly for everybody. That way, nobody's feelings get hurt. I'm pretty savage. Contest. ETF's contest. Remember, I entered it 2 weeks late. It was a month-long trading contest. Thousands of people entered. I entered 2 weeks late, and I pushed as hard as I could to win. Like I traded all night, every night. I traded in the evenings. I traded overnight. I'd wake up at 2 in the morning to make trades, whatever I could to catch up. And then I won with a huge margin, right? So I would take the same approach in any trading contest because that's what a contest is, you know, and it's to win it. But for whatever it's worth, I don't agree on people like, you know, again, people feelings gonna hurt one thing. Okay. I don't agree with that being part of it, but changing the rules last minute, I agree. That was kind of a bad move on the show's part. But I think it's miscommunication at headquarters, not knowing what's going on. I think that would, it doesn't bother me. I'm okay with, I mean, if they shipped it last minute, I'll ship last minute. I'm cool with it. But I think some people weren't really cool with it. So, you know, it's you know, you tell somebody they're going to do one thing, they prep for one thing, then you throw it last minute. Some people aren't ready for, you know, committing to something they didn't agree to. And I don't disagree with that. So, is the rule you have to trade the same size? I didn't know the rules. It was midnight. I'm texting them like, what are the rules, guys? I finally found out this morning what they were. So that has his Jordans on. Oh, hell yeah. So contest postponed. I don't even know. I slaughtered that ETF contest. I trade, like I told iDoc, I'm like, hey, you're not going to see me this month. She's like, why? I'm like, well, for the rest of this month, I'm doing this trading contest and I want to win it. The fuck? Hold on. The developer's probably logged into my shit. Hold on. Let me relog in everything. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. We're back. Okie dokie, Smokey. But look, you want to know how I really feel about trading contests? I hope it's a great contest. I want to go in there and show off how great I am. That's how I always am. I've always been that way. I ain't afraid of any trader. I literally will go head to head against any trader, period. You name somebody out there who thinks they're good. Name anybody out there who thinks they're good. I will put 50. I want to compete so bad against everyone that I'll put 50 grand into an account and give it to somebody for them to trade against me. That's how I feel. That's how much I'll compete. I'll take anybody that just talks their way out of it. Like, I don't know if I want to compete. I'll give you $50,000 fucking dollars. And if you win, you keep all of it just to show that I can trade against you. I would absolutely do that. Not to just offer accepted, you bunch of knuckleheads. Anybody out there that like, anybody out there that like is like, I'm the best, I'm the best. I'll even give them money to trade with just to make them have no excuse to do it. To show how big of a wimp some people would be. I'll one-on-one any big influencer out there that wants to go tit for tat just for fun. And even if you lose, it'd be a fun competition. You know, both of our views would go higher. But like I said, I'm known in the circles as being ruthless and competitive, and I win contests. So, you know, I really haven't had a lot of people, a lot of your gurus out there don't like trading challenges. A lot of them don't want you to see them string an account history together for a month. This is really true. Well, offer accepted. I would go head to head against anyone just for fun. I would even, yeah, I'd even put my own money down. That way somebody had no excuse not to do it. That would be only somebody that I really wanted to get out to trade against, because then there'd be no loss to them, right? And they can just, like, there'd have to be something in return. Like, I'll give you the money to trade with. You keep the money if you win, and I get something if I win. It had to be like equal stakes. I'm just going to waste money. Unless it's somebody that I can beat in bragging rights for worth it all. But anywho, there's not too many people I think out there beating would be worth the victory rights. We're almost one of the biggest brands out there anyways. People expect it. You're the best, give you money, LOL. That'd be fun. I really would. I would put my own money up just to have somebody not have any excuse not to do it. If it ever comes to it, I would 100% be like that. That's how competitive I am. And to me, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I've been in plenty of contests. I've, you know, like, I know what it's like. I don't care if I lose. We know that trading's random. And so some months you're going to lose. Some months you're going to get steamrolled. Some months you're going to blow up in the first trade. Some months you're going to double your account the first trade. It doesn't matter. It's part of it. But I think, like, you know, when you've been doing it long enough, you're okay with that. Like, if I went out there and I lost on day one in a contest, you guys wouldn't stop watching me. We would just be like, oh, that sucked. So I've done enough of it to know that I don't care what it is. I'm cool with it being, you know, ruthless, not ruthless, whatever. But, you know, for me, I'm like a ruthless competitor. Like, trust me, I play when it comes to, like, you coming after, you know, me, like, that's why there's not a lot of people with drama, like, you know, towards us either. You know, word on the street is I'm pretty ruthless at 4D chessing opponents if they ever do anything to, like, our brand, our stream, our business. So I'm a ruthless businessman. I'm pretty ruthless. It reflects on my trading. My approach to Wall Street's on the stream. I'm pretty chill and calm with you guys, but I take no prisoners in business. Have some humility, son. God bless your soul. What the fuck are you talking about? This is Wall Street, not Sesame Street. What the fuck kind of attitude is that going to get you chewed up and spit out in this world? I love you, Susan, but this ain't the place to hold hands and care about your feelings. If you're trading against me, my pronouns are fuck and you. These are my pronouns. That's it. That's how I operate. You're not life. You're not tough like that. Wall Street gonna destroy you. You gotta be. It's an act. You gotta put an act on. I'm not this way in real life. But in Wall Street, you gotta walk around with the shield on. You don't. There's no mercy here. Wall Street don't care if you're homeless at the end of the week. That's what I have to tell people. You gotta put on an act. It's just an act. It's a toughness act. It's not real. I don't walk around standing in front of the mirror, flexing and kissing my biceps, talking about how great I am at trading. I'll only tell you fine folks this. Trust me on that. But I got to keep you guys sharp and tough. And we were in the context of the conversation was a trading contest. There's some drama surrounding a trading contest I'm involved in. So to add context to the story, this is where the story is. You might have missed the first part of the conversation. Yeah, we're gonna have to click. So we remove the thing where it removes different chart drawings. We click wherever your focus is and then toggle. It might be hard to make this though. Not a priority. Yeah, no, I don't walk around in life celebrating myself like I'm the world's greatest thing. You would walk across me in the street and not even recognize. You wouldn't even recognize me. I blend in the world. The reason I'm trading December, I always roll over on the weekend just for convenience. So the rules of rollover are pretty simple. So classically, when you're trading as a future trader, they'll tell you roll over whenever you see that the total traded volume is greater in the forward contract than the current contract. This is a rule that was basically the status quo for like the last 50 years. So whenever you start to see December's volume greater than August volume, right? Or sorry, September's volume, then you can roll over. Technically speaking, there's no penalty to rolling over whenever. You got to roll over and then reallocate all your charts to like the new stuff. And there's nothing wrong with when you roll over. Now, back then, yeah, if you rolled over too soon, December would be illiquid. So you'd have a big spread between bid and ask, not a lot of volume. You want to trade where the most volume is going to be. But these days in 2025, the contracts tick side by side almost forever. They never really deviate that far from each other over short periods of time. So in day trading, it doesn't matter. Also, even if December has less volume and you roll like a day or two early or whatever, you're not going to notice the difference. Like the bid ask on ES, 1 tick. Fat bid, fat ask, 50 points, 50 contracts each. Perfect. So when do you roll over? Whatever week you should roll over when the contract expires, I always roll over the weekend before. Why? Because I can set up my charts over the weekend and not have to worry about it on a random Tuesday night, Thursday night, whatever night. So people are like, well, what about rollover? Isn't it tomorrow? There is no rollover, technically speaking, except for whenever the trader decides to roll over or the contract expires, then you're forced to roll over. There is technically a quote unquote expected rollover date. There is an official rollover date that you can roll over whenever you want, but traditionally traders can roll whenever it's convenient for them. That's the actual correct answer coming from a pro. There is no penalty to rolling whenever it's the same for you. These days with all the algorithmic trading that you have, there's no difference between A and B. And it wouldn't matter. The only difference is if you rolled over too early, like way too early, you'll see that NASDAQ might have huge spreads and S&P has huge spreads, but this is pretty normal as you'd see. NASDAQ is a couple ticks, S&P is 1 tick. As long as there's not big spreads, you should be fine. Yeah. So I usually roll over the weekend before. The traditional rule was when the volumes are greater than you roll over, but that rule doesn't really apply anymore either, because even when the volume isn't exactly greater, you won't see any penalty or downside by rolling early when the volumes are similar, or even if Z was slightly less than you, because it's such a liquid contract and there's so much algorithmic trading going on right now. It isn't ever illiquid. What you really want to look for is the contract to be illiquid, and then tell yourself, oh, there's still a 4 or 5 tick spread between ES, bid, and ask. Don't trade it, because then your market orders get penalized. And that's really the only time it's going to affect you. Will your market orders get filled late or get penalized? You no longer get late fills anymore in 2025. You get filled right at the moment. There's algorithmic trading, always market makers on the other side of you. It's not like you put in an order and you wait a minute to get filled. Your orders are filled immediately in futures trading, no matter what contract you're on. So that no longer is a thing in 2025. And also, you're going to see tight spreads even a week before, maybe sometimes even 2 weeks before rollover date. So you trade when it's convenient for you, and convenient to me is over the weekend before. That way I can adjust all my charts accordingly, move everything around, reconvert everything, and I can do that on a Sunday in my spare time as pre-week prep. So that's it. Why is VIX going up with S&P and NASDAQ? Ah, good question. Maybe somebody in chat remembers from bootcamp the answer to that. Why would VIX go up if the S&P is going up and NASDAQ is going up? What would be causing it? Is VIX going up though? Let me double check this. VIX is not really going up. VIX is mostly just flat today. I say at the start of the day from 8:23 until 15:41, VIX ticked up slightly. Yeah, short squeeze, right? If the general mechanism is everybody short and covering a short, you might get some upset on VIX on a rapid short squeeze. However, I would call what you've noticed in the VIX today just noise. It hasn't moved that much. But typically, yeah, you'll notice it as a short squeeze. In general, and the way that a short squeeze, a rapid squeeze is determined is by the upward concavity of the move, right? This way. Here, see, you can easily see there's a short squeeze going on there. Big, fat, quick upward concavity of this move. Man, that's a pretty wicked move here. Let's see what's going on. Wait, that already is today. Well, shit. Man, I wish I was in NASDAQ trading. Well, fuck. That's good enough. All right. So did they postpone the contest or what? Let me double check. Oops. Okay, let me try something. F dot. Okay, so let me double check the difference. So 655, 659. So this is roughly 40 points below open for hedge pressure. So this would be, I think they have to change the table. That's 40 points below. And this is, are they converted correctly? Let me double check this. The fuck? Are we not showing up here? Come on. There we go. That's 40 points. That's 40 points. Oh, this is true. Hold on. That's right. Well, that's right. That is right. Unshot. Yeah, I noticed that. That is. Yep. Yeah. So apparently, let's just watch the U charts today instead of the Z charts. All right. Tell people that use, tell people. We'll make an announcement. So essentially the conversions are, okay, let's just remember this. The conversions are actually not converting to Z. I'm glad I noticed that now. Okay, the conversions are converting to U. They're converting to the active front month. Okay, hold on, damn it. Hold on one second. Let me double check. Oops. Okay, so let's do side-by-side SPY. So this looks correct. So September contract and SPY is good. And when I go to the table and I change the table to U, okay. If I change the table to Z for ES, and then I reload Z over here, it is converting. Oh, wait. And that the conversion not dependent on the table. Okay, so to get your conversions done right, you just need to switch it in the table. However, if I do save layout, then I refresh. This is the new release. We couldn't test some of these things until the market went live. Also, yeah, okay. Lastly, okay, so I do ES, I'm gonna go to Z25. NQ, I'm gonna go to Z25. MNQ, I'm gonna go to Z25. I like the features, it's really nice. We're gonna look for bugs while we're chilling here. Z25. We're going to do a split screen. We're going to save our layout. It looks like liquidity map is good as long as I switch the table. Okay, so you guys got to make sure you switch your table, but I'm going to make it to where you don't have to do that. If your conversions are off, switch your table to tell it which contract. I don't think it should be affecting a lot of people, but just in case. Good deal. Like I said, we'll work out whatever little bugs that we get here. All right, we got Z25 to the left, U25 to the right. It's looking good for me. Maybe it is good. Yeah, it just seems that the open is off. DD band is definitely showing the wrong DD bands as well. Yeah. And the table is going to be, this is ES, okay, double checking. 6587, yeah. It's showing whatever. Sorry, whenever I select. Whenever I select in the table. Okay, here we go. So to recap. Okay. Yeah, but all right. That's it. One more bug. Okay, I can get all the bugs listed here. Guys, do me a favor. If y'all keep clicking that like button, we love you guys. Thank y'all for doing that for me. Okay, hold on one second here. One more thing. Bam, 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 bam. I have 2 contracts, I can do much. All right, let's run NASDAQ up here at the top. So the open, yeah. So let's do this one more conversion. Okay. All right. So basically, for now, what you guys need to do is just change whatever ticker you're trading in the table, and it should update accordingly on the chart, including DD bands and stuff. So on NQ, for instance, 559 is upper DD band on Z, which is exactly where we are. Yep, we should be good. Now, the one thing is that S&P is not converting based on Z, even though S&P, I have chosen Z. It's not converting. Maybe if I switch and switch back, it'll convert. And the answer is no. Okay. Well, we'll look at you today until they get that fix in. But then DD bands are going to be off. So yeah, that is a little annoying. Also for the, if you go to liquidity map settings, your inputs have been moved to here. So I'll let, perfect. Okay. So basically what you'll do now, since we have split screen, we can't have right side control. You'll actually go to the liquidity map indicator and click settings, and then you can turn your features off that way. We moved it to there. Forgot to make that an announcement, but I'll get Slack to make an announcement on it. Yeah, so don't worry about what the charts are saying, like exact values. The levels should be correct. For Z, this is what Z would look like for QQQ. So I got NASDAQ on the right. QQQ is going to have your hedge pressure, monthly hedge pressure, basically all right here. And then so when I go to futures, they should be in the same spot, same place right there, which is good. S&P is not converting correctly for whatever reason. We're working on figuring that out. But these are things you can't test over the weekend with the futures market being down clearly. You can only test it when it's live. And unfortunately, when it's live, I'm streaming all day. So it's kind of like I can't really test it that easily when it's live. That is the one downside to some of our releases, is that unfortunately we'll have to test them live. But we have a matrix we look at, which is like, we're not going to make you guys test critical things while live, because, you know, we don't want the platform going down when you need it. But something like this is a visual thing, so the worst that can happen is you just go back and look at SPY and QQQ, and then you're good. So my call was, we'll just test it live in the morning. I did the testing over the weekend. Everything looked great. But I was like, whatever bugs we get will just be visual, and we can fix them within the day. But now we have a list of stuff, so we'll fix on that. All right, boring, chill day. I've got long setup in S&P just to see if we get like a second run up today. It'd be kind of nice. Do we got anything good going from here? Yeah, DD bands are actually based on the table here as well. So I'm gonna do for ES to kind of finagle it. We're gonna go to U, and then that should load up the correct yep, there we go. Now I've got kind of like, relatively speaking, the correct chart on it. It's weird, but I'm on the U chart with the conversions done on U, and I'm on the Z chart of NASDAQ. So relatively speaking, this is the correct conversions if you guys want to copy them from me. It's a little weird and wonky, but there's your levels. You guys can grab them pretty quick. U on the left side, S&P, Z on the right side, NASDAQ. So what I'm going to do until it's fixed is I'm going to make everything U in general and just trade Z, which sounds fine to me. So let's go to NASDAQ. So essentially, if you don't roll over, everything will be fine. And this is where the bugs come from, the rollover stuff. So NASDAQ will go to U. Okay. And that's fine. It's just remnants of the old system versus the split screen system that has to reference different pieces. Essentially for now. So if you guys leave everything at U, it's fine, relatively speaking, even though I'm trading Z, it shouldn't matter. They're going to pivot at the same place. If you leave your charts at U, you should have the correct values for everything. Yeah. Somebody says a 0.12 chance of winning the giveaway. No. No, my friend. I give away 20 to 30 accounts a day. You increase those odds pretty big. Morning show, I usually give away 4 to 5. On my fun at TV, I usually give away 20, sometimes 50. And then in the afternoon show, I usually give away like another 2 more, something like that. So between 20 and 30 is the minimum. And if we get 1,000 viewers, you got a 3% chance to be one of those people. Well, you're not removed if you haven't won, but yeah, roughly 3%. But it's close. All right, now I can pay attention to you guys. What's up? Would SKB join your trading competition? What's SK? Or who is SK? What do you... You're getting payouts from the accounts you won? There you go. That's all that matters, baby. Oh, SK, Steven. I'm not even thinking out loud. Steven. Oh, I don't know if Steven's going to be in the contest. Good thought. I forgot. Yeah, Steven. I'm like, who is SK in the morning show? Steven, our nighttime guy. Yeah, Steven Kalajian. I don't know if he... I mean, he should. I think it's a contest for everybody. So... possibly... So today on the contest account, I'm waiting. If we dip to A+ setup, I'll take a long on the contest account. I don't know if they're delaying the contest or what happened with the drama this morning. I don't get to see or hear anything. Being here. So you guys fill me in. Can y'all fill me in on exactly what happened? If y'all saw like the drama or whatever this morning. I'd like to know a little bit more about it. Why do liquidity maps not show the continuation of 1B with the res greater than 0? So it's just for simplicity's sake. When you return to the tail end of the arrow, it means exit or trim. So if you follow the half gap and return back to open, you should technically exit the trade and consider this as a second trade. Normally on that particular move, the way that I handle it is, yes, if res is greater than 0, I will definitely want to be on the long side, but I don't hold through it. If I were to long here and it were to fall to there and I were to add on the 1B, right when it gets to there, I would subtract the 2 out and then hold my 1 runner to keep going. That's the way to do it. If I didn't have that particular play and I just closed out somewhere in the middle and then I decided to long there again, I would absolutely close out on the gap fill and then wait. If we break through and then support, I enter a second time. That's why they're distinctly different. Very rarely am I going to buy here and hold through that. Usually on a bull side break, I always take trim or take profit and wait for the break and retest. Just like today, break and retest. There's usually always a bull test when previous resistance act as support. And so in this particular trade, it's no different. So typically if you take the 1B, I will always trim there, if not take profit and then jump back in there to go. If I trim there and hold a runner, then I'll just hold the runner through the whole thing. But at minimum, I'm never holding the whole thing through for the go. Really good thought. Yeah. Good question, Titan. I like that. It's a good question. Was Apex tournament filled with sweats? No, dude. The Apex tournament had 3 top 200 predators with aim assist, freaking Chrono Zens on their PCs. Bro, it was like sweaty and cheaters. So as somebody that's played in masters and you know, lobbies, and I've been diamond player, so I've been in like master, I played preds, I played masters, I played pros. I know that pros will whiff a shot every once in a while. Like, they won't miss often, but they'll miss. You can tell the difference between somebody that hits every single shot on a gun with a recoil pattern programmed into it. Like, you know, you shoot somebody with the R99 from 50 feet away, you're gonna miss some of your shots. Dude, I had a guy, I'm gonna tell you, I was on a zip line and a guy on that sweaty team, 6th ranked predator in the world, chasing me with a freaking Eva from like 20 feet away, just gunning me down. And then when I landed 50 feet away, I rash strafed in the air and he R99 killed me with R99 with the gun with the biggest recoil, didn't miss a shot. And I know this because I main Bangalore. Bangalore gives that passive where she runs faster when a shot comes near you. And every time my passive usually will trigger and I'll look at my health and I didn't take damage. This like pred team would hunt down everybody. Basically, they got all the kills against everybody. It was pretty gnarly. But I never ever once had a shot miss me and then I run faster with the passive. So I was like, these guys have 100% accuracy. It's crazy. So, well, yeah, but you play, yeah, they were playing mouse and key, and we were in our lobby on our Discord. We're kind of like, well, these guys got Chrono Sense. You know, you can program recoil patterns into your mouse with this other little add-on you can buy for your mouse and PC. Anyways, you can tell when somebody has perfect aim. And I'm a pretty good movement player. You're gonna miss a couple shots against me. I don't care how good you are. Oh, he's 100% accuracy, dude. I didn't whiff a single bullet. So, yeah, definitely Kronos, dude. But there was like one sweaty pred team that just swept the house, and there was one really decent team that was actually good. That wasn't, you know, that was just good without any add-ons. But I played enough lobbies to know the difference between someone with aim assist on a mouse and keyboard and someone without it. So these guys just aggressive, and these kids were put, like, there was one time when you saw the finals of game 2 where one of the teams, the guy that played the Ash, had like 20 health, and he's 1v3, he's pushing a 1v3 without healing. You don't get overly confident like that unless you're stupid or unless you're just, you know, cheating. A normal player would heal. We were like watching our death screen because we were like 6th in that game. Like, this kid has 20 health and he's pushing. He's not even batting and he's got plenty of his inventory. So anyways, and I would say in general, it's, you know, I don't even think they were traders, but it was like the 6th ranked, the 60th ranked, the top 200 ranked, whatever. And obviously not bad players. Like, it's the difference between, not saying they're bad players, they were good players too. But again, you know the difference between a good player and then a good player who's a godly player because they're adding some cheating add-ons to it. So we were like, okay, not one time did a single shot whiff over my head and then I got my passive where I can run faster as Bangalore. Every time it was just like every bullet was connecting. Like, I would get focus fired so hard without missing a shot, and I'm strafing midair and stuff. Yeah. So, and I watched some of the gameplay. I didn't see any recoil, and R99's nothing when this dude was playing one. Car, no recoil, nothing. 0 recoil, like perfect mouse control. Then you're kind of like, okay. But we didn't care. We weren't like crying about it. It's just a fun tournament. But we got 3rd place in the first game, 6th place in the 2nd game, like 9th place in the 3rd game, and like 10th place, 9th or 10th in the 4th game. So we were top 10 each of the games, which is good. We're playing Apex Legends for the Tradeify tournament, but they had like world ranked players. A guy in the top 10 in the world, a ranked top 10 in the world, showed up. Was there prizes? Yeah, I think we got like 100K accounts or something. We all got Tradeify accounts as a prize. So once you get beamed in Y, our smoke, there's a problem. Oh, well, no, I also remember I was hiding around a corner and they were shooting through the smoke to hit me. But I do that too when I see Bangalore smoke. I can kind of map out where they're going to run. So I kind of like time, like I can see through the smoke. It's usually, you know, you can usually do that and aim where you think they're going to go. I played Bangalore long enough to know when I see smoke, I know how she's getting away. So I'll usually shoot through the smoke as well. Also, Bangalore has the passive where you can see their health bar in the smoke. And so what you do is you pan inside of it. As long as you connect one time, you'll see their health bar. So now you just aim at the health bar. So you can actually kind of see through the smoke with their passive a little bit. Well, yeah, dude, these guys are sweaty as shit. These kids. Everyone else was pretty average play. And I think it would have been a fun game had you had like most people there in a competitive sense rather than like the cheating Preds. It would have been nice just to have a competitive game where you actually got to play. So our comp was like, well, holy crap, we know we got some Preds in here. We know they're probably going to be, you know, hit or miss. 50% of people in Pred lobbies are using aim assist bots and stuff. So we're like, well, holy shit. So what are we going to do? So we changed our comp last minute when we saw the lineup. We decided to add Pathfinder to the roster, and we just looked at the rings and we're like, let's get the final ring as fast as possible and secure top 5. And it became a game of whoever ran into the Preds first would get eliminated. So our thing was, we knew where they were. We'd try to avoid them and make it to final ring. And it was a good strategy because that was like my last minute. I was team captain, so my guys we were usually going to run Bangalore, Ash, and Lifeline, and then we switched our Lifeline out to Path so that we can just move quick. We're like, if we run into these Preds, let's just move quick and avoid the battle. But what they were doing was they would land and immediately engage in the first team nearby. They would just white shields, grab a gun, and then immediately run and fight somebody. And their job was to not just place in the top one, but it's ALGS rule, so they were trying to get kills too. So these guys are just pressing as hard as they could. So we would know if we saw somebody like so he would get like ultimate accelerant and get ready for his zip line. If we saw somebody pressing us in the first minute, we knew who it was and we just tried to flee. In the first 2 games, we got away from them immediately and fought them in the final battles, which is good. But the last 2 games, they pushed us immediately. Like basically we were fighting them both games. Game 3, they pushed. I got killed. My other guy got killed and one guy got away. He rested us. We made it back to the circle. After he repped both of us in the last game, they were the first team we fought. So all 4 games, dude, we got steamrolled by these Chronos Zen Pred players. But it was we had fun. We had fun trying to like figure out how we're going to get away from this one team. And we didn't really get that many good battles because basically every battle that you would have with somebody, it seemed like this other team would just come up and third party you. So we had a couple of really decent battles that we won. And then other than that, it was like, let's just get to the ring and try to fight it out at the end. I got a really sick shot off with the Mastiff. So the dude that pushed with like 20 health, well, he was chasing me down. My team was trying to flee. Path threw up a zip. One of my guys was down. Me and the Path got away. I was out of ammo. We were way far ahead of the other group, and I was like, okay, let me drop. I dropped. I went to grab some shotgun ammo, and then the Ash used her ult to just zip ahead or to zoom ahead to where I was, and then jumped into the roof of the building I was in. So I pull out behind the door. Ash jumped inside the door. My friend was watching on my death screen. And I basically like slid around a corner, jumped, strafed midair, popped the Ash, headshot, shotgun, point blank, got her down to like 10 health. And my guy, one of my guys, the one that was down watching my screen, was like, oh shit. It's like, that's the sickest shot I've ever seen. And so I was like, oh man, I'm about to kill this guy. But then I got one shot PK'd by the Ash in return. And then I died. Ash healed up. So none of these characters, none of them died at all. They almost got close. I got one really good shot off. And then other than that, it was kind of somewhat of a waste of time, I would say. you can just tell somebody's using aim assist. So we were like, oh man. I think my shot pattern is good. Like I don't use aim assist or anything, but yeah. Did you guys play? Oh, y'all on waitlist? Okay, yeah. Kind of silly, a team of Preds. Right, and there's probably just some random people that like heard there was a contest and they're like, oh, I'll just enter this random contest. I don't think they were Tradeify traders, but EU wants to deal with the US, so many agree to join. Yeah, I wouldn't call that news. That'll move the market. The Halo team from the last comp was cracked. Isn't that crazy, dude? Like, you want it to be like a fun, friendly traders only contest with like a bunch of traders who are like just randomly average or above average at gaming, but then you get some like somebody tells their friends on like a pro team like, hey, there's a contest, come clean the house. It's not really like super fun for everybody else. Well, I think it would be different if it wasn't Battle Royale. Halo would be a whole different story and be more fun because at least you'd have a chance being in the brackets to like, you know, go in a loser's bracket and continue to play other teams who weren't cracked. Kind of nice. All right, $700. I'm only long in 2 accounts. If it was the same team in both the tournaments, dude, these kids were 100% aimbotting, so it wasn't even fair. Are you concerned about the VIX moving up? It's not really moving that much. Yeah. So in Halo, I used to compete in MLG in Halo, so I used to be a competitive Halo player. Halo, I'm actually really good at. So I could also tell if I was playing Halo if somebody was being a very. Now again, not saying these guys weren't good, but they were like, when you're good and you're using aimbot, you're godly, and so you're beyond good at that point. But that's competitive gaming now. In any like, whenever you play any game online with ranked matchmaking, and it's cross-platform, you get the endless debate on controller players versus keyboard players. Keyboard players have better movement. Controller players have aim assist. Now you can get aim assist on your keyboard. And then now, like if you ever watch any YouTubes or shorts or anything about pro players, the whole thing is always people like, I wonder if they're using a Chronos. I wonder if they're using a Chronos. Like, their recoil's too good. I can tell if they are, and it's an endless debate. They should just say fuck it and give everybody aim assists and then just put everybody equal playing field at that point. Because clearly ranked is no longer fun when everybody, you know, is debating on who's using it or not. They should just build it into the fucking games. So when I played Halo in tournaments, my name was Menace and I was the alternate on Team Catalyst. So the best we did was top 16 in Chicago in 2009. Yeah, long time ago. There were a bunch of other, before MLG there was another, god, I can't even remember the name of it. I have to remember the whole it was called, before MLG there was another tournament organization that we used to play in Texas, and it was called, oh, what was it called? Dude, I'm just old and I forget everything. Here we go. For MLG, it was called, maybe you guys remember. Let me look it up. I went to almost every one of those tournaments. Was an E3. Was called VGL. That's what it was. VGL, right? AGP, VGL. MLG. CPL. VGL. Is that what it was called? No, it wasn't VGL. No, that's not it. That's a different one either. What the hell was it called? They had it in Dallas every year, and we would go. What's it called? The pre-MLG days. Not even remember now. 20 years ago. They gave mouse and keyboard players a little bit of auto aim in Halo Infinite. Oh, that's kind of nice. PC is already an advantage over console. To give aim assist is ridiculous. Yeah, that's why it's like you should just not allow crossplay and just, or not for ranked. You can have ranked for, like, have two different ranked ladders. Have ranked for, they give everyone aim assist. That way nobody goes out there and cheats. And then have ranked for just mouse and keyboard, and have ranked just for console. And then everyone's got even playing field. But the companies know they'll extend the life of their game. If all the ranked players are lumped together, then it creates this perpetual problem. I'm like, just create two lobbies. As easy as that. It's no longer cheating if you give it to everybody. And give everybody the same, you know, aim assists, and you should be good. Where are the liquidity map letters? They're on the right side now. Yeah. Ooh, watching paint dry. Do I live in Chicago? I don't live in Chicago, no. But my teammate on that team, so I was the backup player, the alternate player. The guy was on that MTV I Want to Be a Gamer show, if you guys remember that back in the day. So the guy on my team. So like basically there were 8 of us that would play together, and we would squad up against the 4 that went to the tournament, but there was like 8 of us in a crew, and so we picked the best 4 to play. And then I was like basically the first alternate in case one of them couldn't make it to any of the contests or online contests or whatever. I played in some of the online contests because one of the guys couldn't make it. But we were like the team that we would scrim against them all the time. Yeah, our homeboy was on the MTV show. Why is the market so slow today? Monday, baby. Want to do some gaming tourneys? I don't know. I mean, it'd be kind of fun to do some more gaming tourneys. I had fun with the Tradeify one, but I didn't have fun with it being like, just like, it would have been better had there been like 2 or 3 private teams in there to kind of like give each other a run, but it just became like the skill gap was so bad that like the first engagement you'd have against that pro team, they'd be like fully kitted purple shields because they would just steamroll every bad player they touched. So like people like us who were pretty good, like one of my guys was a master, the other 2 of us were diamond, and like, you know, we're like, okay, we're decent. And you run into these guys, we still have white shields and they're fully kitted purple, and you're just like, oh fuck. And aim assist on top of it. You just didn't stand a chance. It's a trade-off, PC versus console with AA, godly tracking with no flickability and prone camera breaks. Yeah. PC, godly movement and skill-dependent aim. Well, but the thing is, yeah, baby, everybody on PC, for the most part, that just wants to be extra sweaty is going to be using a Zen. So they basically are getting console level aim assist on top of movement. So I've always just argued that why don't you just give freaking aim assist to everybody and then just don't have 2 lobbies for ranked. That'd be so easy. The game would eliminate like 99% of the debates and the witch hunts of like, this guy's aimbotting. Just have 2 lobbies, like easy as that. Console ranked lobby, split ranked lobby. It's like what, you know, like fucking just have a 3rd bathroom for the guys that want to wear a dress. Fuck it, whatever. Just shut the fuck up. Don't come in my bathroom, you know, like give them a lobby, you know, give them their own lobby. So just that'll shut people up. You hit Masters and Apex as your peak and you've been playing starting out in Silver and you've been rolling lobbies so people play with no headphones or microphones or anything. Yeah. So I think it'd be cool, like I said, if you had like a, but the game always just lumps people together because it makes matchmaking always have enough players when you do split. But I feel like consoles are going to slowly die out in the way that they are. And that all consoles going forward are going to be like live streamed computer devices. Kind of like when you play Switch 2, some of your games are going to be cloud based. So that you're basically just streaming the game from the cloud instead of it actually working on your console. So I feel like in the future, everything's just going to be an even playing field when everybody's just sort of like, you know, mouse and keyboard aim assist. I feel like they shouldn't cater to console anymore. I think that would be like merging console and PC players in the same lobby to compete has just never been, matchmaking has never been fun. Call of Duty's not fun. Apex not fun anymore. Because every time you're playing, everyone's like, that guy's cheating, that guy's got aim assist, that guy's mouse and keyboard, that guy's aim assist, and it's just like, back in the day, you want to play Halo, you got on your Xbox, nobody can use any third party anything. It was 100% even playing field, skill-based thing. So console lobby, that's it. And now with all the third party accessories, all sweaty keyboard players can aim assist. You might as well just give it to them. That way everyone shuts up. So there's really no equilibrium other than you have to just give people the hack. That way it's an even playing field. Give you an RPG with a good story and fun gameplay. Hell yeah. That's why, like, for the last year before this, I was playing, or last 6 months, I was playing Elden Ring for the first time. And then I played the DLC. I didn't even finish the DLC. Actually, I got almost to the end. Actually, it's kind of funny. I got like 90% of the way through the DLC and I just got bored with it. I was like, man, I don't even feel like finishing this. Although it's kind of anticlimactic because the final battle is supposedly like the hardest battle in pretty much any RPG ever. So I should just do it just to do it. By Radon at the end, but I gave up. I was like, yeah. If you see crossplay with PC players, you just leave. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't disagree. I think crossplay is the stupidest idea ever. It's never an even playing field. Never gonna be even player. Did I do the new game plus? No, I didn't, because I didn't even finish the first. I finished the first game, but I didn't finish the first round of DLC. So I started to get depressed playing Elden Ring. This is mostly why I quit. It was starting to get depressing, just like sitting there and just soaking up this like rotten world of like depressed and void of people. I was like starting to feel depressed. I was like, I need to do something cheery and like cheerful, something like more fun. Dark Souls games are great, but Elden Ring was like such a low grind, like a long grind, and like you feel like you're in hell or purgatory. It's just like an empty, slow grind that actually grinds on your actual soul. As masterpiece of a game as it is, it was like I'm just playing and I'm like, just feel so alone in this world. All right, I need something happy to play. So I think once the Battlefield 6 beta came out, that's probably the last time I had played Elden Ring. The graphics are beautiful. Yeah, that's what I did like about it. I like how everything was so grand. Like you walk into a castle and it's like a mile tall. Like you're like, shit. Oh, I didn't read what you guys said about the drama this morning. So what did happen? Okay, here's the drama this morning in My Funded. Bull Barbie was upset because there's going to be 0 rules, so she went off on the stream. Basically, they changed the rules, like you said, last minute. Max was kind of joking to Barbie about something. You think Barbie took it personally and was irritated. He had something about her being intimidated by me. Oh, and she snapped and shut off her camera. Oh, so she was just... So he was joking with her. Shook it the wrong way. Ooh. Yeah, I think that pissed off a lot of people. Being caught off guard by the last minute rule changes, yeah. I would say I don't like that they did the last minute rule change. That was kind of throwing people off, but you know, if that's the rule, I'm gonna have to follow the rule. Well, anytime something like that happens, I'm gonna tell you, like I've been, you know, being an adult for going on how many years now, decades, in the business world, in the employee world, and in the world of understanding, you know, people's pain points when it comes to stuff. Whatever is going on there, I bet you runs deeper than this contest. Nobody would overreact like that, so I would give her some credit. She probably has a deeper complaint with the show. This feels a little personal beyond that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Would I choose My Funded over Top Step? I would. My Funded has better payout rules and like My Funded Pro, where you can just go basically no DLL, no consistency when funded, and then you have 80k payout cap on 14-day window is by far one of the best prop accounts you can get, period. So like Top Step, I'm not a big fan of the small payout accounts. Plus Top Step has a monthly fee, activation fee. Honestly, I would choose Funded X over Top Step any day. Funded X Rapid account is infinitely better. Quicker payouts, no activation fee, no monthly fee. I mean, Top Step. I made a post about that and everybody in Top Step got so angry. All the Top Step show people are like, Top Step is better, Top Step is... But trust. This is why you should choose Top Step, because trust, because they've been around for longer. The argument wasn't they have a better account. It was they scramble the forces when you compare one to the next. But yeah, Funded X is better than Top Step. They account side by side. People are like, well, how do you know you can trust them? Well, I'm like, okay, that's just a straw man at this point. How do you know we could trust you guys? Well, we've been around for longer. And okay, so 13 years versus 4 years. So the extra 9 years means you're scalably more trustworthy? No, it's FundedX futures isn't denied a single payout to a futures trader for nefarious reasons. And the time we've worked with them, we've never heard of it. They're like, yeah, but the Forex side, yeah, but Forex is a different fucking world. Forex is a world of scammers and cheaters that covers the countries full of scammers and cheaters. They're going to ban a lot of payouts from a lot of cheaters and scammers. The United States is a different story. United States customers aren't a bunch of scammers and cheaters. Well, y'all, some of y'all are, but to the degree of certain countries that I'm not going to name, their whole mode is scamming and cheating people. So yeah, you're going to have a lot more dirty customers around the world and a lot more payout denials. You can't compare anything the Forex groups are doing to the US based futures customers. Different world. So the government's been around for a long time too. Anyway, StopStep is good. And now again, I would say they're a good firm. I'd rank them top 10. People get angry when I say that because they're like, how come they're not in your top 3? Well, it's like, well, because they have cap payouts, they have monthly fee, they have activation fee, and that's all old school way of prop firms. They don't have a straight to funding program. Eval to make you pass an eval is just forcing you to waste your time. So Tradeify is in my top 3 because they have a straight to funded program. Simple as that. My funded futures or FundedX is in my top 3 because they have uncapped payouts. Nobody has that. They also have in Legacy is uncapped payouts, and Rapid, it's the quickest payout in all of props. You can pay out on day 4 in FundedX. Nobody gets you payout that quick. TopStep is day 7. My funded futures is day 8. So nobody gets you payout on day 4. So Rapid is the fastest payout. And the reason I rank something is it exists. There's a reason for it to exist in the top. The Tradeify, I'd rank as my 3rd favorite. My top 5 are the ones I work with. I call ETF my 4th favorite because they have the static plan, which is great. And Tradeify is my 3rd favorite because they have the straight to funded, which is great. My top 2 and again, why I trade them. This is not what they're paying me to say or anything, why I trade them. My top 2, my funded futures and FundedX, MFFU at number 1, and FundedX at number 2. But they're very much neck and neck because FundedX keeps making moves to make things better. It's rumored that they're about to have a live program to come out soon. And so with FundedX Legacy, it's purely uncapped payouts. You can swing for $1 million home runs. My funded futures is no DLL, no consistency, and frankly, almost uncapped with 80K on the pro account. So my funded futures is the only account out there that has more than 2 of my triumvirate rules gone. Nobody has no DLL, no consistency, and no payout cap. Nobody. My funded futures is the only one that's close. They have 80K payout cap, which is practically uncapped. So I say they have 2.5 of the rules gone, which makes the My Funded Futures Pro account the best prop account you can buy. With the exception of FundedX Sale, when they get rid of the DLL in their legacy account, then that is the best prop account you can buy purely because it's uncapped and no DLL, but there's still consistency. So as an all around, most days, My Funded Futures Pro is the best account, period. All around, end of the day drawdown, it's middle of the road, it's not trailing, it's not static, but it's end of the day, which is that good place you want to be. And then they change their other plans, the scale plan and then the core plan, to have the same parameters. No consistency, no DLL when funded. Like, wow. But then they have different tiered payout systems to make them different. So that new set of rules that My Funded Futures changed is now setting a standard in prop. So I like them as my number 1. And they're not paying me to say that, trust me. I always said that even before I started working with them. It's actually why I chose to work with them, other than the 2 other shows that were trying to poach me, because I thought they had the better offering. So, yeah, they always going to argue when you say, anytime you say anything that TopStep ain't the best, they're going to be like, well, they don't pay me to say this and blah, blah, blah. But this is my opinion. TopStep is great. I'm like, dude, I'm on a TV show. You're on a TV show. I get it. Y'all are going to side with who pays your paycheck. And they're like, yeah, nobody pays you for my opinion. I'm like, well, why don't you go on your show and talk about any other prop firm and why it's good? Oh, they don't do that. See, I'm over here repping My Funded Futures and still saying, yeah, TopStep's decent. They're in my top 10. According to those guys over there, everyone sucks but them. So, you know, it's certainly a paid endorsement. Like, oh, they don't pay me to say this. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. You spend your day on a 12-hour infomercial talking about the product, man. You ain't there to help traders. You're there to sell the thing. At least in your opinion, you might be there helping traders. But in their opinion, you're there to sell the thing. They pay you to sell the thing. It's infomercial. Maybe you're there to be helpful and build a community, but come on. We ain't dumb. We get it. Somewhat of a bias. But in all honesty, you guys make a decision. I never badmouth TopStep like they're horrible. I always tell people they're good. They're in my top 10. But monthly fee and activation fee already knocks them out of the top 5. You kidding? None of the accounts I trade have a monthly fee. Period. I think that's stupid. Monthly fee is dumb. So I don't trade it. So Tradeify straight to funded, no monthly fee. Funded next, no monthly fee. So that's how I've always been. Monthly fees are silly. If I want quickness to pay out, I want no DLL if I can get it. I want to skip eval if I can do it. I want to get as quick as I can to pay out. So funded next, the quickest payout you can get. And Tradeify straight to funded is skipping an eval. And these are why I like them. And that's just personal taste. You know, everybody has their own personal taste, which is totally fine. But anyone buy the boot camp? So what's included in the boot camp, Michael? This boot camp is a 17-day trading course. You come every day for 17 days. And every trading day, it's once a day and it's at market close, and it's a grueling, it's like a boot camp. Every day you're going to be pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. You're not going to learn a whole lot really quick. You're going to learn like one thing repeatedly, and then the next thing, one thing added. And then over time, we grow a knowledge base with you to make you a really solid tool set for your trading. So the idea we teach is trend identification, market avoidance strategies, and risk and position management, like position sizing, things that are very important to trading. You can read the reviews on the bootcamp. We've had thousands of people take it since we initiated it. And it's by far, I would say the bootcamp is the reason we got so big. It turned a lot of heads because it's a very substantially, it's a very good, you can just read all the reviews of all the people who have said something. So this is the people that took it and the people that bought it and then what they said about it. So as you see, the reviews are all here. You might notice 99% of them are 5-star. And that's in the marketplace. So everybody that left a review bought it. You had to buy it to be able to leave a review. So those are true customer documented reviews. You go read what everybody has to say. You said you don't understand how apparently Dakota is making tons of money in his personal account. Somehow can't pass a TopStep combine. I'm going to tell you, I have nothing bad to say about anybody. He seems like a nice kid, but I don't really think he's that talented of a trader. He's good relative to like an average trader, but I would not call him, I wouldn't believe he's a multimillionaire trader. Not throwing shade. Just I can watch people, like I've seen, you know, Magnus Carlsen can like look over his shoulder and watch somebody playing chess and immediately see this person doesn't know what they're doing. You can like look at someone and say, well, that's an 1100 player. If that's a 1300 player, you could tell by the way they're playing. I can tell by the way he's playing. He's slightly better than average. That's it. I don't smell pro skill set. Not throwing shade, but so he's playing at a skill level, which means he's probably not going to pass combines a lot. It's just pretty good. He's a young guy. For his age, he's good. He's where he needs to be for his age, for someone who's been training as little as he has. And again, this is a compliment coming from me. So as professional as I try to be in the industry, I would say for his age, he's good. But he's not a master of the craft yet by any means. But I mean, he won't get there one day. For sure. Like I can watch somebody trading and I'll tell you what their ELO score is just by, I can watch them make one trade and tell you exactly how good they are by watching one trade. I'm watching people. Is Is it self-paced or live in the boot camp? I would say that the boot camp is both. You can either self-pace the classes, but the live is where the real magic is. You kind of want to come to the live. Now, we have done this nice little kind of bull long up push here. Everything's good. Everything's been running. I've gotten like 15, 20 points. I might just want to take profit because I don't like being in the trade for so long. And I'm going to close this out and just take profit, take profit. So it's like 3,000 something today. I didn't touch the competition account. I don't like that it's just chilling. I probably should hold for the rest of the day too, but whatever. Got 2 hours of this upside move. I'm probably leaving some on the table. That's okay. I got my 10 points. I'm okay with it. And it's not moving any faster. And it hasn't moved any faster all morning. And now that I closed out, there's free reign for all of you guys to make money. Because the minute I close out, you guys know what happens. It rallies. So this is for you. Y'all are welcome. I love you all. This is the haul from last night. Big, fat, whopping profits. Couple zeros, tons of zeros in there, but whatever this is. This is the My Funded competition account. I didn't touch it yet. So that's like almost 4 grand. I mean, that's better than nothing, I guess. So I'm fully flat. I'm just chilling. I don't have any reason to be flat other than the market's not going anywhere for the last hours. So I'd rather wait for an A+ setup, take the profit on these, move aside and wait for an A+. Not that it will pull back, but we have moved pretty quickly. I stare at this hourly chart and it does look just like we have, you know, this is what you'd expect, a nice little gap and go. And we welcome the movement, sitting flat. Maybe by the end of the day, it keeps rallying. I don't even care. You know, it's overextended and it's not going anywhere now. S&P is just sort of like, since we've opened, we've moved 4 points. Sounds kind of stupid, right? I ain't here to watch paint dry. Do I play chess? I do play chess. This is correct. I play chess. Now, I'm not like grandmaster chess player by any means, but I would say at my peak, I was probably a 1500 player when I was younger. I would probably be lucky if I broke 1200 now. I would probably say in my older years, I'm decent enough to get average. My son is really good at chess though. At 5 years old was the first time he beat me when he was 5. And now he's 7. He'll beat me about every other game. He's very talented at chess. I haven't played ranked chess in a very long time. I would probably say I'm between 12 and 15, somewhere in there. Like pretty good, but not like competitive by any means. Yeah, I would assume at my peak I was in the 1500s, yeah, when I was younger. Which is like nowhere close to being like master level or grandmaster level, but it's like that means very proficient, I would say. $1,500 is about the level I had to put in extra work. Yeah, I never really like. I never really did much like as a kid, like to develop further. Like I didn't go to chess tournaments. Or anything like super competitive. Only played online. That's it. The giveaway? Not yet. We should do giveaway. Ready to give away, you guys? All right, we should TPT giveaway today. Y'all have been great. Y'all have been here. Y'all have been persistent. I love it. I forgot to do the giveaway today, so let's do it. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on. I totally forgot to do that. Oh shit, now that I can have both of them, you were 100% right. Let's do... Make it even bigger. Oh, okay. That's even smarter. That's why I keep you guys around. Y'all have all the best ideas. Y'all have some smarty pantses over here. Right, B plus setup to DD band looking solid there. B plus, B plus, B plus. So, you know, I'll take my lovely little $4,000 profit today. It's been good. I haven't had a losing day in almost 2 weeks, which has been great. Is Fun and X in my top 3? Fun and X is in my top 3, yeah. Fun and X is tied for first place sometimes. 4 days to payout just cannot be beat. Their rapid accounts completely smoke My Fun and Futures' a scale account. And that aspect. But My Fun and Futures Pro account has no DLL and no consistency. So the difference is the parameters are slightly different. The parameters in My Fun and Futures are easier than Fund and Next. So then it comes to which one you prefer. One of them is a faster payout with consistency. The other one is a slower payout, no consistency. So at that point, it's to each their own. Which rule do you hate the least? And there's no right or wrong answer there. So that's why it's hard to compare the two, because now it's like, do you like vanilla or do you like chocolate? Because for me, I don't like DLL. I don't like consistency. I don't like the rules like that. Time to payout, like how long until you get your payout. Time and market is probably the easiest squeeze out rule most firms have. But for me, it's not a big deal because I do well as a trader. And a couple extra days, even the probability goes up, you blow up. I don't blow up a lot. So for me, that isn't as big of a problem as me limiting my scalability. Like where I am in my trading, I would prefer a no DLL or no consistency over a quicker time to payout, personally, in general. But to each their own. Some people are like, whatever, I like to trade very aggressively, very fast. I want to pay out as quick as possible. And that's absolutely totally fine as well, which is why they are neck and neck, tied for first place. That's the way I feel. But the no monthly fee and no activation fee is just pretty stellar. It's like a one and done and you're good. And then when you pass, you just roll into the funded. That's very nice. And that's like why I got behind Fund and Next. When they read me all their rules and what they were planning, I was like, this is great. Finally, a prop firm that's changing the game and creating better rules for a reason for us to be like, yeah, these guys are great because they have some unbeatable rules where nobody outranks them. And even I'll say Top Step is decent, but every time I compare the two, man, that post gets 100,000 views and gets tons of debates. Everyone, oh, Top Step is the best or the most trustworthy, blah, blah, blah. This and that. I'm like, look, tit for tat, 100-0 split. Top Step is a 90-10 split. Fund and Next wins. Fund and Next, 4 days to pay out. Top Step, 7 days to pay out. Fund and Next wins. Fund and Next, no activation fee. Top Step, activation fee. Fund and Next wins. Fund and Next, no monthly fee. Top Step, monthly fee. Fund and Next wins. Tit for tat on the categories. There's so many categories that wins in, and you want to see prop firms that exist that win in some category. So I have prop firms ask me all the time, hey, we love for you to mention us on the stream, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, but I looked at your offerings and you don't have a single line item where I can say you're better. This is the reason to choose you. Yeah, but we're good and we have this and we have that. I'm like, yeah, but parameter wise, nobody's going to buy something if it's not better than what's out there. And I'd be like, a lot of the firms that talk to me, I'm always like, My Fund and Futures and Fund and X completely smoke you. You don't have placement here. Nobody will buy your stuff. Just letting you know. They're like, yeah, well, we disagree. And I'm like, I'm not a salesman, dude. You're not disagree. I know we're one of the biggest brands out there and you'd really love for me to say your name and you're trying to hand me a paycheck to do it. I'll be honest with you. These people that watch my stream are smart, very smart. And they're not going to buy into a sales pitch of why something's better when it's clearly not. I'm not, my job's not to convince them otherwise. My job is to show them the truth and they're going to make a decision. If I try to sell them an inferior product and try to twist it like it's better, these people are going to see right through me and call bullshit because they're smarter than me. I have the smart traders all made their way over to the stream. These aren't a bunch of kids that I can fool. I've told some of these prop firms to kind of buzz off with that attitude. I'm like, they're like, no, well, we disagree. We think you'll make a lot of sales. I'm like, yeah, go out there and find yourself a salesman, bro. Ain't gonna happen. Then they can be here. If I put side by side and I read the parameters to somebody, they're gonna make a wise decision. This isn't the place where people are letting me sell them on an idea. They like me because I give them the numbers and I don't buckle anybody, and somebody can pay me a lot of money. I could still say they fucking suck. You're not going to buy it. Apex was offering me a check and we turned him down. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter. And to me, it's like if there's a reason for you to be there, be there. So when I tell you guys comparing props, it's not because I'm like, you know, patsy for a paycheck here. That's how I feel. So when I say something's better, I tell you why it's better. The rules I think are better or whatever's better. I'll always be honest about that. Yeah. You're good enough. I'm smart enough. And doggone it, people like me. Okay, giveaway time. Type it in. TPT, guys. We'll give away some TPT accounts today. Take profit. One of our favorite prop firms out there. Take profit is great. 2 days to pass, end of the day drawdown, fantastic daily payouts. Take Profit is by far top 5, one of the best firms out there, our most used code out there, and people love it. TPT is fantastic. I've never heard a single person complain about TPT's rules, payouts, or anything. TPT is a very well-respected prop firm. Like I said, our most used code. You guys love them to death. I might check them out and I'm actually trade them one day. I don't have any room to trade anything else, but at some point I might just join it, but I'm not a trailing drawdown sort of person. So that's why I never was super thrilled about, but there's a crowd of people that don't care that their trading style. They're totally fine with it. Ooh. So I've got an extra Take Profit account to give away today because that person that got banned, we got all their accounts that, hold on one second. And we got the accounts back. 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay. All right. How about to make things really fun for you guys for being loyal to the stream and getting likes up, instead of giving you 100, instead of giving you 50K account today, how about I increase it for my love for you guys? Oh, you can't set your risk settings on Trade-Evade? Ooh, well that kind of sucks. If you accept live, do you have to declare that you are a professional trader for CME disclosures? No, I don't believe you are a professional trader at that point. Wait, hold on. Wait, no. I believe you are. If I remember correctly, I think I did have this argument about my declaration. I think if you are, yes, if you are live in trading someone else's account as a commodity pool, you are technically, according to CME rules, I believe a professional trader, because now you're trading for a company. Therefore, you'd have to pay professional data fee prices. Yeah, that's correct. You are pro. 100%. I remember having this debate right out the door, and they said, well, you're technically in an agreement where you're trading someone else's account, technically falls in the the only difference is when you declare yourself as a pro trader for that data feed that you buy, you just have to pay a higher cost for your data as a pro. So once you're live with TPT, it does go, the trailing drawdown does go away. It's only on the non-live portion, the Pro Plus or whatever, or Pro. The sim funded one is the one that's trailing drawdown, yeah. Levi says, 1 out of 2, I'm bringing props a lot of business, but I'm also training your community to be great traders. I may be the best influencer in doing so. 2, do you think there'll ever be a point where the prop looks up all the accounts sold with the code Roxy and they're like, damn, we're big net losers in this community and they're hurting us because they're too good? I mean, I don't know if that's, but that's, you bring up a good point, right? I do actually teach you guys how to beat the system more than probably anyone does. Yeah, type in TPT. So because I love you guys so much, let me give out 2 50K accounts today. And because I love y'all so much, I'm gonna give away 250 accounts on top of that. So how about I do this, right? 2 50K accounts. And then I'll spring for the 150. So I'll give you guys a bonus because you got the likes up. Free markets, I love y'all that much. 250Ks. Well, how's that sound? The bigger ones. So that's about $1,100 worth of accounts. The 150Ks cost $360 each. The 50Ks cost 170 each. I'm gonna give you guys $1,000 today. Or just stuff. All right. It always sounds like Christmas in the Rocket Scooter live stream. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Alrighty, let's get to it, guys. I'm about to get some music going on here. It's that time again, partner. Howdy, chat. Welcome to the live stream.
Well, the charts went silent in the midday sun. Matt kicked open the saloon, yelling free stuff, son. He's got prop firm bounties in a burlap sack and a boot camp lasso slung.
TPT, 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 type it in. Hey, Private Trader's amazing. Our most used code that we have. 2 days to pass, quick as that. Uncapped payouts, really nice. All right, guys, brought out the cowboy hat again. How do I look? How they capture the AI image, right? Pretty good job, right? I got the disco ball cowboy hat going on here. We got it.
Folks
People tell me I look pretty decent in a cowboy hat, though. I look like a good Texan. All right, guys. Your boy Bonanza, let's go. Well, actually, Bonanza's not till the end of the month, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the cowboy spirit today. Good luck, everybody. 50K's first, 2 of you guys. Y'all are going to enjoy it. Take profits, fantastic. One of the top 5 prop firms for sure. Winner number 1, Peter D. I hate the like string thing here is kind of lame looking. The cowboy hat's lame enough. The string makes it look even lamer. Like a cowboy hat doesn't need a string at the bottom of it. By the way, this thing is made out of foam. It's not even. It's like completely like I feel like it'll get wet and it would melt like a marshmallow. All right, here we go. Number 2. Did I won? Hey, Mr. Rocket, did I won? Did I won? Yeehaw! Let's go, chat. Let's go. Let's click it. Hey, by the way, before I close out my position, the S&P pulled back like 3 points. How about that? Tired of watching paint dry today. So my question is, since I wasn't paying attention, wearing a glitter cowboy hat is 100% disrespect. Oh, 100%. 100%. But it's a disco ball cowboy hat. See it? Just like the song implies, the cowboy hat too small for his head. Mitts, winner number 2. Congrats, congrats, congrats. I could bust out real cowboy hat, but it wouldn't be as funny. All right. 150K accounts up and running, ready to go. Next 2 folks are getting 150. $150K accounts. Justin Prouse. Winners, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get that money. I've got these authentic fake bills here. Extremely authentic. The world's most authentic fake money you can buy off of Amazon for $1. Congratulations. The Money Gun has blessed you with a prize today. 4 of you guys taking away some TPT accounts. Very awesome. We've got 100 more accounts to give away. Still. Not including the My Funded Futures from the show. So we've got roughly... How many more days left in the month? 10, 20, 300... 10. We have roughly 300 more accounts to give away this month total. So you guys follow me wherever I go. I'm like Hansel and Gretel dropping breadcrumbs in the forest for y'all. Alexi, type something in chat. Alexi the winner. Is that 4? Aw. Well. Congrats, you guys. You know the drill. Join my Discord, link in the description below. You have 1 hour, follow directions specifically. 1 hour to join my Discord. Go to the contest channel, talk to an admin whose name is Slacks. Let him know you won the contest. You need to take a screenshot of your YouTube ID. Send that to him. That way we know that it's you. You must have an account with Take Profit Trader. He's gonna send you instructions on how to claim your account. And if you don't follow all the rules, you'll forfeit your prize. We now have that rule because there are people that are going back and forth and somebody won a contest and they didn't click the link fast enough and the link expired. Well, I was out with my family. Well, you're going to forfeit the prize going forward. Unless you claim your prize within the day and you follow up with everybody, we'll forfeit you. So make sure you guys follow the rules going forward, because we're starting to, you know, do a lot of back and forth with people. Like, I won the prize, but I didn't join the Discord. I forgot to do it. I did it the next day, though. Where's my prize? We're gonna start telling people to fuck off at that point. So you guys claim your prize as fast as possible. That's the new rule. We're cracking down. That way our guys aren't working so hard. If you want a prize, go grab it within the first day when we give it to you. You thought I had a Slack room? Oh yeah, his name is Slacks. And he's the least slacking person too, which is kind of funny because he doesn't slack off at all. We know Andrew by far is like the hardest working person we know, so he's the anti-slack. But you guys have basically an hour to message him or you're gonna forfeit your price, so get in there quick. Because he has a system now. What we were getting before is people were messaging at random times and he'd have to message our partners at random times. Oh, here's the third guy. Oh, here's the fourth guy. We finally got a hold of him. Now we're just like, you got an hour, claim it, and that's it. If not, we'll give it away to someone else. So you guys, he wears slacks. He does. He's a fancy guy. So that's the new thing. You guys are going to have a, you know, he's going to set some rules for you guys to claim the prize. Basically get in there right now. The faster, the better for you guys. But yeah, if our partners, what Take Profit's going to do is assign the account to you or assign the credit to you. And whenever you go buy your account, you're going to buy that account and then pay with the credit. That's what makes them different. You have to wait till you get the credit applied first, and usually takes a day or so to get that over. But yes, sir. Yeah, he's working his ass off. Like, he's not sleeping and stuff. He's staying up all night helping people. Oh, I forgot to click the link. Can you send it again? If that's going to happen by far in the future, I told Andrew, I said, you have permission to tell him to fuck off, and literally say it just like that. Don't even be nice. Be like, hey, Matt said fuck off. You forfeit, and then that'll be okay. So if Slack's told you to fuck off, no, it's coming from a place of love. All right, thank you guys. Congratulations for winning. Love you guys. 4 winners today. We'll do a couple more. I funded TV at lunchtime. We'll do a couple more in the afternoon as always. Yeah, I don't like Andrew staying up till 2 in the morning arguing with people because they forgot to click a link and stuff. It's free shit. You're gonna claim it quick enough, or you gonna give it away to the next person who will claim it quick enough. Can you invite out one time to the stream and let us know him and show him some respect? What do you say? I mean, if he wants to come on the stream at any time, he totally can come on to the stream. Yeah, we got to make his life as easy as possible. I told him yesterday, I was like, don't wear yourself out doing this, man. He's like, man, this one person I was going back and forth with because he didn't click the link. And then he was back and forth with the thing and they sent him the link and he didn't pass the KYC. I was like, just tell him bye. Like, if it's easy for everybody. If it's someone else makes it hard and they don't get it done in time, you're being too nice. We love our community, but you're being too nice to people. Don't stay up all night worrying about it. It's one person, one account. They'll get over it. Tell them they're late, they missed it, and then we'll be fine. God, I've been loving our song submission channel. Okay, we got a little bit more time. Y'all want to go through some more songs? Because I kind of want to listen to some more songs. Quarterfinalists, the last place we left off for a semifinalist was at the Tech's EDM, Let It Ride. Oh, that's right. So Tech had the 3 EDMs. We chose the one that we liked from the rule, and that's it. All right. So now, let me see where we left off. We've had so many song submissions make it through. Okay. All right. So here's the next one. It's called The Little Mat Inside My Head by Jeremy. Those of you who may live your life feeling like you got a little mat inside your head that's yelling at you, calling you a numbskull, calling you a degenerate gambler, telling you you're being a wimp, saying fuck off with love, being the friend that you need, the tough friend who doesn't sugarcoat it and say, oh, it's okay, you'll be fine, here's a hug. The little mat inside your head whispering, The song is such a jam. Shame in the boot camp. That was me you were talking about, going back and forth with Slacks. Every once received anything for fun, the next something was mixed out, and they forgot instantly did not do their job by sending. Make sure you get the whole story. I don't know, man. You said some horrible things to my guy. You're lucky I told him not to ban you for life, dude. So you were being very rude to my guy. I read the whole story and you kind of sounded like you're being a dick. Before I show everybody on the stream, don't come here and chat and talk about it either. You said some pretty horrible things to a guy trying to help you and get you free stuff. That's the whole fucking story. If you ever talk bad about my guy again, I'll ban you from Rocket Scooter and refund everything you ever fucking gave me. If you ever cuss at Slacks ever again, any of you guys, I'll kick you off for life. Y'all be nice to we're drinking, give you guys free shit. You should be thankful to the endless fucking degree of thankfulness. I don't care how horrible the process is. Don't have an attitude with my stuff. Ever. I don't care what. Be cool. We're giving you guys free stuff. You should be nice and thankful. Don't give our guys stress. If you're having a problem with the prop firm, go out there and talk shit about the prop firm on social media. I don't care. My guys are working for y'all very hard. So don't be mean to my dudes. I'm saying this with love, brother. I don't want you to think anything of it. I know you're frustrated, and I side with you too if you're frustrated. But we got to make sure everybody else here understands. You can't exhaust our guys. You know, it's a free giveaway account. It's going to take random stuff, right? Y'all got to be cool. Yeah. I love this song. The song makes me happy. You were rude to him, and I get it. You were frustrated. We're not mad at you for it either, brother. It happens. But don't take your anger out on our guy trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? I can know it's frustrating, but these are the guys. We're here to help you guys and give y'all a good time. It's not our fault the prop firms are being whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? So y'all just be cool with our guys. That's all I ask of you. All right. Great song, right? Okay, next song. Okay. 80 Cent versus... I don't want to hear people like angry with our guys. First one. Here. And the reason I tell stories anonymously is to teach other people lessons. I wasn't trying to dox you. You doxed yourself on this. I didn't say anything else about it. But I want other people to know to treat our staff right. But if you want to come out and say, hey, that was me, by the way, I want you to get the whole story. Why are you being defensive right now? I didn't even call you out. I'm teaching other people to be nice to our guys. So, you know what I mean? Okay, which of the two songs do you guys think is a winning song? I never come out there and say, hey, by the way, here's the person, unless you scammed us or whatever. But what if I'm like that one guy that was trying to scam all the accounts from the giveaway? Different story. But I usually don't say, hey, by the way, this is the person, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you guys, here's how this works. You vote. The winners are going to get lifetime rocket scooter or yearly accounts or one of the hundreds of prop accounts we're going to go away for this. You can vote. Of the two songs, both, I'm going to give you guys a poll. Neither. Now remember, is the song a finalist in the contest? For whatever reason, like it, don't like it. Oh, pardon me. Yes or no? One or two. Hit them votes in now, baby. Discord channels filled with wisdom, 15 indicators right by strength, teaching how to break the system, going to extraordinary length, market maker positions revealed, no more trading in the dark, hidden institutional yield, now you've got the insider market. Yeah, every time you talk to Slacks, he's super responsive and thorough. Slacks was up all night last night, 24 hours, man. Like, literally works his ass off for you guys. Part of our experience, you know, with all of this is that we have great support on our team. And it's like, I wouldn't want to see you guys give our dudes any kind of like grief. Like, I've seen some of the things people throw at us sometimes, and they're just, y'all are mean for all the free stream and free stuff. There's a kid, most of y'all are great. Every once in a while, there's just a nasty person with like a nasty attitude. All right, the votes are in. Everybody get some votes in. I got 10 more seconds for votes. It looks like of the two, That's Futures Trader 420. But of the two, it looks like it's overwhelming. It's song number one is the winner. Congrats. That song number one is really good, though, right? They were both good, but thank you guys, Futures 420. The Cool 80s synth song is the winner. Jeremy B, the mat inside my head. I love it. Okay, let's put that in here. Very cool. All right, couple more. Let's keep going. We got a lot to go through, by the way. Okay, here's the 80s arcade version. We went on this kick where we got a lot of pretty decent 80s songs coming through here. Thought I'm on a win streak. Slightly Dr. Disrespect Matt. Are you a Slack's assistant? You got the night shift? What would you like? You want to work the night shift? Johnny said, what's up? One of my favorite teachers, you and Ash, incorporate a lot of strategies in the entire model. Liquidity, now you're killing it. Just got to pass the eval again. Johnny, man, I'm glad to hear it, dude. Very glad to hear it, man. If he starts needing help, I told him you can hire an assistant if you need an assistant. I'm on a win streak. This song has some great utility, I feel. What's going on here? Come on, load up. The winners today of the contest, you guys have Peter and Mitts got the 50K, and then Justin and Alexi got the 150Ks. Congrats, you guys. Said get with Slacks, will hook y'all up. All right, I'm on a win streak. Name of that song, I like the win streak feature to it. It has utility. Like when I'm on a win streak, we could always play something like that. Okay. The next song that it's going head to head with, you guys vote on the winner, is this 80s pop rock song by Saint Isidore called Started Lost, Couldn't See the Light. Again, we're voting on the finals. Not that you like the song or don't like the song. Which song is a finalist at this point? Gotta narrow them down.
Started lost, couldn't see the light. Shards and candles all through the night. Then a voice said, trust the plan. Show the way, that's where it
You can be the assistant to the assistant. The assistant to the assistant to the regional manager. Still trying to win it up to buy your lifetime membership. That's the goal. Well, should we do a Black Friday sale? Should be pretty easy to make lifetime more affordable. We do that every year. I could probably throw the Black Friday sale out earlier for you guys too if y'all want. Not just wait till November, Black Friday, but wait until like November in general. A little easier. Can I tell gold since it's almost at all-time highs? I really don't know enough about gold to honestly give you a great opinion about it. Gold's been pushing higher, I think, due to the idea that I really don't know. I don't really know the mechanics of what's making gold so popular right now. Somebody here might know. certain individual commodities I don't pay enough attention to really know what's pushing them. Wars? Is that what's making it go up? The dollar's in the dumps. Yeah, but like what? Can you guys give me some more details? Maybe help him out to answer the question. Am I hiring? Kind of. So he had an EDM version. That's the pop version of it. Okay, guys, got your votes in. And the winner is the 80s Arcade I'm on a Win Streak song. Congrats to that as the finalist. Or the semifinals. These are the ones that make it the semifinalists now. Excellent. Congratulations, Jeremy B with the 80s song going to all right. All right. Hold on, wait, let me make sure I got the right one. Hold on. Which one was it? Okay. Hold on. There were 3 different versions. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is a song, again, with Matt's "Take No Prisoners" attitude. As I've had this conversation with people before, in a funny sense. The story goes as follows: I got an email from someone. Now, again, I'm just who I am. Got an email from somebody who was like, "Hey, you know, I canceled my account and you guys have been billing me for the last 8 months." And then I responded like and it was this whole thing like, here's all the charges you've been paying me. I definitely canceled my account. And then I wrote back and just said, no, you didn't. And that's all I sent. Literally that. Said nothing else. No, you didn't. And they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, no, you didn't. You didn't cancel your account. And so why are you still getting charged? Well, I did. And I said, well, show me an email, proof, anything that shows you canceled. They're like, well, I did. And I just did. And I clicked the button and it didn't work. I was like, no, I didn't. Just like that. I'm like, no, I didn't. We check everything on the website. You actually didn't click the button. You didn't click anything. Independent party. Our payment provider says you didn't cancel. Our website says you didn't cancel. As a matter of fact, our website shows you logged in a couple of months ago. As a matter of fact, they looked at the payment provider right now and you actually just canceled today, the minute before you emailed me, which means what you did was you noticed you're still being charged. You logged in and said, oh my God, I forgot to cancel. Then you canceled just now, which supposedly the button worked today, but didn't work 6 months ago. And really what happened is you're just like some other people that you're in desperate need of money and you're going to go try to scam somebody out of it. And the answer is no, you didn't cancel. As a matter of fact, the button does work because you canceled this morning. And they're like, well, I mean, can't you just help a person out? Because, you know, blah, blah. And I was like, well, if you would have not lied to me out the door and just said, hey, forgot to cancel, I'm in a bind, can you help me out? I'd probably been like, yeah, I mean, I have a heart. But if you try to bamboozle me, I'm not going to turn around and hand you something as a favor. As a matter of fact, one person came to me and said they were so distraught because their wife lost their job. I even showed you guys this one time. They're like, my wife lost my job. I'm in a bind and I know it sucks, but I have to put my Rockstar membership on hold. Is there any way you can give me a discount just for a little bit? I don't want to stop learning. And I said, as a matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll refund everything you ever paid, including this, and I'll give you free lifetime for a hot minute until your wife gets her job back and you guys are back on top. And then an honor system, turn around and just pay us whatever. We don't want to lose you as a community member. This is how I am. You're honest. You're an honest person. You get the handout to teach you a lesson. If you're coming at me like, well, isn't the customer always right? I said, no, the customer is pretty much always wrong. In my line of business, the customer is almost always wrong. So I said this and I told the funny story just to deter other people from, you know, being dishonest. If you're honest with me, we're actually pretty cool. So somebody wrote a song called "The Customer is Always Wrong." So there you go. Here it is. Telling somebody this is Wall Street, not Sesame Street. So that's why you got the thing you got. Yeah, my approach in business, the customer is always wrong. I'm sorry. But if you're nice, I'm nice. If you're honest, I'm honest. If you're kind, I'm kind. I'm a reflection of you. If you're a liar, I'm going to tell you to fuck off in the sweetest way possible. If trading doesn't work out, I can get a job as a disc jockey. I'd be like a shock jockey, you know, like a Howard Stern sort of thing where I would just kind of like say it as it is. Like uncancelable, because the whole part of the show is that you say it as it is, so your fan base is so loyal it can't be canceled. That's what I would be like. Do I respond to DMs? No, not really. Probably like within a week. If you got anything you need, email me, Mike. Matt at Rocket Scooter. DMs, I'll catch up DMs on the weekends. That's it. The house rules are you should never DM Matt for any reason whatsoever, because Matt doesn't read them. Emails, I'll read immediately. Because when I respond to a DM, I lose the DM. If you have something important, it doesn't have an order or a rank for them. So once I read the DM, I gotta respond immediately. So the reason I don't read them is because I immediately have to engage and chase down whatever it is you mean chase down. So I don't have time to do it. An email, once I leave the email open, it stays open. But once I leave the DM to go back to Discord, then I lose the DM forever. What you got? What is this? Oh, snap. What is this? The 13th annual Vit Buckle Society meeting. What is this?
Same place I got this.
This is like some kind of medical thing.
Yeah.
Wild, what does this say? Wild Vibs? All right. It's a legend of Vib. Sure. Anyways, when I told people that story, customer's always wrong. And that's the name of the song, Really Funny. I was like, you know, if you, it's only about 1 out of like 500 people are like, you know, hey, I noticed I canceled, I've been charged. And usually they cancel that morning too. They're like, they actually figured it out. But then it's like, why bamboozle somebody? I guess humans are this way when they're in need. They will lie to get it. They'll step over anybody, including like honest businesses like us. But I understand if you are in need and you come at me like, hey, I'm in need. I have a very big heart. I'm usually always helpful to people. The customer is always wrong. Versus this sort of like, kind of like sort of like Lady Gaga sort of pop. All right. Yeah, so the best way to get a hold of me is email, by far. Matt at rocketsuit.com if you need anything. I will read emails daily. Remember, there's a both and a neither option. Don't feel compelled to pick a winner. If you don't think they're finalists, you can always say neither. How long will the ETF direct the funded accounts be on sale? I don't have anything in my list of ETF. Flash drop expires September 16th. Sorry, yes I do. So tomorrow, 65% off direct to funded ETF. By the way, flash sale just came out, 65% off direct to funded with ETF. It ends tomorrow at noon Eastern. You got 1 day for this. Here's your answer. My bad. I do have the answer for that. Yeah, Mike, just email me. Discord sucks like the dude. If I can't organize my Discord messages, I wish I could. So you understand what I'm saying though, right, Mike? Matt at rocketscooter.com. Yeah. If I got a list of DMs. Once I read it, I got to stay on that screen. When I leave that screen, you're not back at the top of the list. So I have no way to like check off your things one at a time. Like, okay, I've taken care of it. An email is different. I'll open every email and leave them open in tabs. And once I solve your issue, tab is closed. Discord has no organization system. So I always tell people, like, on Discord DMs, you'll always see me respond to you like a week late because it's usually like Sunday night. I'm okay, let me check up on Discord. I got like layers of messages, so Discord's a pain in the butt. Yeah, 65% off ETF till tomorrow. Brian F about to take a second payout. from that total 9.5K. You'll buy more today. Dude, congrats, man. Congrats, congrats. And on the weekends, yeah, I just want to catch up on emails and stuff. On Discord is usually weekends, yeah. So I some people just don't DM me because I won't respond. And not because I'm lazy or don't love you. I definitely love you. Discord is just a nightmare. All right, up 4,000 bucks today. Just took it light. 1 trade pre-market, 2 trade at market. I longed, closed out with my 10 points, and I've done nothing since then. Just chilling. All right, guys. The winner. Unfortunately, these songs were voted neither. Great submissions, great tunes. Customer's always wrong, which was really funny. But the 80s pop song, also kind of funny. But unfortunately, neither of them were winners. Okay. All right, so now we have All Time High Song by Farina. Very like cyber synth sort of sound with this very cool looking like cyberpunk bull in the middle of the streets. Just joined. Did I long or short? I longed today. I longed right out the door. I longed at the open. B plus setup liquidity map. Trade 1A on my map to the right. This guy right here. I just longed at the black line, which is open. So the last one you guys voted neither. All right, so this one. Remember, winners, we have a ton of prizes. If you want to write an AI song, enter the contest. We have song submission channel. You can enter the next one. It'll be in like a couple months. We do this every couple months. Oh, we will do this every couple months for fun. Whatever the case may be, write about all-time highs, write about Jim Cramer, write about Bitcoin, write about whatever. Whatever's funny in the stream. Write about Matt wearing a cowboy hat that's too small for his head, whatever. Is it something that we'll use? Is it something that's clever? Is it something that's useful to the stream? Something that makes sense. It can be used in the stream, used in whatever. And we're gonna use the music and play it on a playlist if you want to just hear the song. Whatever. If we choose your song and you get to the finals, there will be prizes. Is this song a finalist compared to the next song is Seychelles. Wait, hold on. Wrong one. You guys might all recognize this. We get a Slack song? We should get a Slack song. We don't have many. We have one where Slacks kicks slightly fatter Matt in the dick. He's a topic in many songs, but I don't think there's a song about Slacks. Here's Matt with all his extra Telegram channels. Here, join my secret Telegram, guys. So here's, obviously you guys all recognize this song. You need royalties for that picture. This picture's so great, dude. This is Tyler, right? Yeah, that's Tyler's picture. That is Tyler's picture, yes sir. It's good, I like it. Like, hey guys, join my secret Telegram channel. We need a cool Slacks avatar. We kind of do. Friday's your birthday, Mike. We'll give you a prop firm. A whole prop firm? Which prop firm do you want? You want to be the CEO? So this is a remake of 3 Days Grace, Never Too Late. I've got to wait and give you your space, which is pretty cool. There's also a pop version. He wrote a pop version of it too. Just an extra.
This edge will never be if I step in, and if I don't be gone, we won't express then. I must stop, leave alone what's not in my control. To make you breathe the life, I got to wait and give you your space.
Which one do you guys like better? The pop or the drum and bass version song? The drum and bass is pretty sick, but the pop is really good too. They both suck, LOL. Get those votes in, guys. Remember, both plus the vote need to total 50% to go to the next round. The problem with this is that the voice keeps changing between female and male. It's not consistent. I think it was a guy singing at the beginning of the song, wasn't it? It sounded like at the beginning, it sounded like a guy. Right? It's definitely a dude. It's definitely a girl. Original music only. Yeah. So anyways, we'll add this to the playlist because I like it, but the votes are in. It sounds like neither have made it through. Unfortunately, neither was the answer. But since you did pay an homage to one of my, favorite songs from my college days, I would love to play this on the playlist just on rotation. They both are actually pretty cool, especially the drum and bass version of that song. Pretty good song. Everyone loves 3 Days Grace. Well, I don't know if y'all do. I do. They're great. Okay, unfortunately, neither of them made it to the finals. The community has voted. They kind of like, original songs only. Okay, there's a song called Metallostocks by Anthony. Okay. I love how the AI grabs like the background of the room and it gets all the extra stuff and it actually has a cartoon version of it. Like, look. Compare that. It's got the plant, the lamp, my skull, like it's like the plant, lamp, my skull artworks, the panels, my mini fridge that it thinks is a bookshelf. I think down here, it's got books in there. Kind of close enough. There's actually energy drinks and sometimes beers in there, but since it's on the YouTube stream, I gotta like not have anything that you can visibly see that is alcohol. So last ETF question, they have a 30-day cool-off period after 20K of DTF account, but buy the new accounts now, they'll be okay or not be able to trade them. No, you won't be able to buy any new accounts, Brian. So load up now if you want to for that reason. That way you can still trade them. They don't let you buy anymore. That's what I've heard. That's what the rule says. Now my beers are in a sippy cup, LOL. All right. Metallostocks, number 1. And then here's one called Rocket Scooter Blues.
Texas boy born under a wild sky. Dreams like fire, couldn't let him die. Engineer brain, but the soul
Oh, hell yeah. Alice in Chains, dude. Dude, that's straight up Jerry Cantrell, man. No, it's definitely Lane. I can hear it too. Yeah, that's Alice in Chains, 100%. Wayne Staley, baby. All right, get some votes in, guys. We got a couple more, and I got to get out of here in about 15 minutes to go over to My Funded TV. You put your whole life savings on me winning the challenge for My Funded Futures. I don't even know if it's still going on. Did they postpone it? Like, what happened this morning? I don't even know how I'm going to go. I'm going to go in. Like, okay, so you guys help me figure this out. Should I go into the show pretending like I don't know anything? Or should I go into the show pretending like nothing happened and act surprised when they tell me? I go in the show and just say, hey, I heard that, I don't know. Should I? I'm not going to say anything. I'll let them just say something. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention at all in the morning. Big being pissed off as well. It's still on. Oh, is it still on? Okay, that's all I need to know. All right. You guys get your votes in. 10, 9. Everybody vote. 8, 7, 6. I like how it says I trade live. That's how you know, like, AI gets it wrong sometimes. I always see these AI commercials hit me up where it's just some random video of some random famous trader and they're dubbing over like, hey, I'm the only person on YouTube that trades and gives all my trade ideas for free. My Telegram channel is free. My Discord is free. I trade live in front of hundreds. And you're just like, oh God, it's AI. Because they say I trade live. And the song actually said I trade live to go with it. I trade live. Absolutely. Yes, you do. All right. You guys get your votes in. It sounds like as much as you guys do or don't love the songs, neither seem to be the winner here. Although I will add the Alice in Chains blues song to the finalists. Great song, RST. Good job, good job. One of the best bands ever. I love how you hit it. Okay, so now we got a new song. It's now 1984. Stadium full of people. There are flames everywhere, but we didn't start the fire. You know where I'm going with this. Sleeves rolled up. Members only jacket on. This is a very like Steve Perry sort of sound. Very Bruce Springsteen sort of sound. Live at the Pontiac Silverdome. Yeah. Can I win one from Tradeify on your birthday? Well, what? So with 1,000 viewers in chat, it's practically guaranteed that it will be somebody's birthday every single day of stream. So ignoring leap year is like the probability of somebody having a birthday on 6 days, like 1 out of 365, right? So practically 100% chance with 1,000 viewers, every day is gonna be somebody's birthday. You're a Van Halen fan, not a Van Hagar fan? I think I was both. I liked both, but they both had different types of songs, you know? All right. Epic Take Us Higher song versus TMR's Ultimate Ride rock song.
Numbers on the screen pulsate. Market dreams, they ain't so late. Ride the chaos, ride the grind. Rocket scooter, blow your mind. Stocks they rise and stocks they fall. Who's got the nerves to heed the call? Lines and bars and this ends, nobody knows. Rocket scooter, ultimate ride. Volumes in the game decide. Trade your fears, don't need a guide. Ride that rocket to the sky.
All right, guys, get your votes in 30 seconds.
Charts and graphs, they speak in code. Risking fortune, heavy load. Trading platform.
Pretty chill day today. Another green day. I didn't hit it too hard with a bunch of accounts. It doesn't look like things move too much. The right trade is to long. That's the correct trade. But man, I suppose we got a little bit more movement.
Scooter, pave the track. No turning around, don't look back. Rocket scooter, ultimate ride. Volumes in the game decide. Trade your fears, don't need a guide. Ride that rocket to the sky. Charts and graphs, they speak in code. Risk and fortune, heavy load. Trading platform, it's your stage. Ride that rocket to the sky. Rocket scooter, ultimate ride. Volumes in the game decide. Trade your fears, don't need a guide.
All right, it sounds like winner is in. Winner is in. Great songs. I both use TMR, great song, but the Rocket Scooter 80s ballad Take Me Higher is the winner of this round. Good stuff. What's up, you guys? This is fun. This has been so much fun. Okay, we have now. All right. Okay. We have a giveaway theme song. Kind of reminds me of playing Fallout. Ragtime sound.
Step right up to Matt's Wild Show. Tune in live for the day trade flow. Futures flying as the charts unfold. But we all know why you really roll. It's the mad giveaway hour. Drop accounts raining down like a summer shower. And drop that keyword in the chat. Stick around or you'll miss.
It's hilarious,
where the
dude.
fun is at. That's wisdom dropping, candles popping, band. But you folks are dreaming of top accounts to spend. Don't use mouse now.
Like me and a bunch of like a barbershop quartet standing there on the street corner singing outside of a candy shop.
That's the #1 rule. It's the mad giveaway hour. No bots allowed, only real fuel power.
Come try this tonic, will heal your stomach pains. Like,
Never round, don't say you're long.
make your hair grow back, cure your gout.
That's the king with the waitress eye. We'll pay for the whiz go.
Why? The Three Stooges is cool and thematic as that is. That's hilarious. I don't really have something to compare it to. And we do need some giveaway songs for the finalists. So because there's nothing to easily compare it to, this one I'm going to push through to compare head to head with some more of our giveaway songs. I think we're going to have like a winner for the giveaway category. So let me push this one through because it unfairly will get smashed by a non-giveaway theme song, because we're going to have a giveaway theme song category too. Okay, cool. All right, now we got a new song called Rock Scooter Trance, Cosmic Symphony, Trance Journey Through the Markets, Written in the Stars. Take you back to like 1998. Blending shimmering sense, celestial arpeggios, and orchestral swells, the track unfolds like a galactic performance where liquidity maps become constellations, signals drift like echoes to the void. Every trade resonates across time, carrying listeners in the first spark of straight to the final fade into infinity. How many unique song contributors submitted entries? Oh god. We had 500 plus songs entered into the contest, I feel like. The quarterfinals alone narrowed it down to like 100. So I feel like we had like 500, at least 500 songs. It's crazy. Feels like it. This is Rogue of the Lamb. Straight up like early 2000s trance, man. This is a pretty sick song. Come on.
his veins, building dreams out of bolts and chains. A rocket scooter blazing down the lane, man against the odds again. Pushing the edge, chasing the light, breaking the rules, one at a time. Rocket man, not riding on fire. taking it higher. Rocket Man Matt with the world in his grip, blasting the sky on a wild rocket trip.
So yeah, so we have about, I would say, with about 500 or so songs, and some people submitted 5 to 10 songs maybe. Maybe 50 submitters, if not 50 to 100, somewhere in there. And some people, like Rogue, for instance, has, geez, like, there's about 5 or 6 submitters that each have 5 songs in the finals. They're all like really good songwriters. So they just do it for the fun of it, obviously. And we're gonna make it to where, you know, I'm gonna make it to where essentially we're gonna narrow it down per person. So like, I think that each submitter in the finals is gonna be their best song. So we'll be like, put all of Rogue's songs together, all of Tech's songs together, T6's songs, you know, people that are in multiple times. And you guys pick which one of their songs goes to the finals, and then it'll be head to head from there. That song kind of had like a Gareth Emery feel. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I actually saw Gareth Emery earlier in the year. I went to the Laser City show. It was really good. All right. All right, get your votes in, guys. We got about 3 more minutes before I got to get out of here. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ending the poll for people that are here picking the votes. And it sounds like that neither is the winner. One almost made it to 50 though. So where we left off is Matt the Rocket Writer. Okay, let me make a little note here. Okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, we should be able to finish by today. Quarterfinals, which is cool. Very fun, very fun. Okay, guys, we had a great trading day today. 4,000 bucks up. Didn't press too hard. My Funded TV. I'm going to be there in just a second. Let me click that over and get you guys over there. Y'all all follow me to My Funded TV as always. We appreciate you guys supporting over there. If y'all keep wanting the perks, keep wanting the giveaways, keep wanting everything. So that we do. I appreciate the support. If y'all guys at least go over there, at least leave it on, even if you're not going to watch it. The Barbershop song made it. I pushed it through automatically. We need giveaway songs to compete against other giveaway songs. They'll have their own separate category of winners. All right, everybody go over here. So since we need to do giveaway songs, because they're like corny and different, they're not like a song everybody's going to vote on like, ooh, I love this song. It's better than, you know, Rogue of the Lamb's, you know, hardcore awesome song or whatever. That you can't really compete. So we're going to put the giveaway songs together. It just doesn't have another giveaway song to go head to head with on the list anymore. So I had to push it through. That way we'll have the giveaway winners. Yep. Tori has 11,000 people watching her live. Oh, God. Well, we need 11,000 idiots to suck at trading so that we can become millionaires. All right, guys, follow me to My Funded TV. Click the link. Right now, you have to be better than the market. It's gonna be better than the. Gonna be better than the dummies out there you're trading against. People that follow her is a lot of dummies. Makes the weak ones fly. Future vol